haven't been able to do that for days. Well, I'll be honest with you. I kind of do that all the time. I don't want to admit that I do that for no known reason at times. And yeah, but I've not shared it. I mean, people that I share it with, surrounding areas don't really appreciate it. But fam, hey, you know what? Had some situations we couldn't get over, so we had to wait till now. But I still want to talk about some of the things we talked about days ago after the OTAs, what took place. I believe last Thursday was the last day, right? Yeah? So anyway, let us begin. Jimmy G sparkling thus far in camp after months of rehab. Jimmy. Bosa has to pump the brakes for a few weeks. The J-Dub Club takes a hit. Woo! Hey, but Jimmy G is finding his groove 8 months since tearing the anterior cruciate ligament in his left knee on a sideline scramble in Week 3 versus the Chiefs. That miserable day is a thing of the past now, and Jimmy G is feeling pretty good and in great spirits with good things to say about the knee. Quote, "There hasn't been any swelling. None. In a long time. And that we're on to we're on to little things." So I imagine you talk about rehab continues. Some of the smaller things, I'm not sure what that would be because I've never torn a knee up. But yeah. "The big strides have been made," unquote. Dude was looking nimble as he dropped back or rolled out of the pocket. And although a couple of passes sailed high, you know, this kind of worries me about Jimmy. If there's one thing that does concern me is Jimmy, that ball sailed on him before he left. Last season it seemed to be a little bit better. No, last season it was starting to sail on him. I'm not sure what's going on with that, and the coaches need to address that situation. He doesn't do it all the time, but it happens on occasion, which is kind of worrisome. Anyway, as I say, he finished practice, though. Wait a minute. He finished practice with a pinpoint completion to the rook, Deebo Samuel. Hey, by the way, fam, did you check out Deebo Samuel in that video picked up by Lefko of Bleacher Report? Did you see Deebo? That boy's got some hops. You know, Deebo's only 5'11". You see what he abused? He made a poster child out of that too, trying to defend him around the hoop. Deebo's out there playing basketball. Man, Deebo goes up. I mean, the dude had hang time and everything. Deebo goes up. The dude is trying to get him. He comes down with the flush. I played it back about 20 times. I said, look at Deebo. Dude could have been a point guard in the NBA, apparently. Oh, man. Because he's already, that kind of toughness. Dude was, as I said, Garoppolo was further quoted. See, I got all excited about that stuff, and I couldn't get over that. Garoppolo was further quoted saying after the Thursday workout, just about every throw is doable now, unquote. He's wearing a gray titanium brace, and he's delighted being back in the huddle for 7-on-7 sessions. He won't be allowed in full-team action until training camp, and that only makes sense. Richard Sherman was laying praises on JG as well. Quote, "Jimmy was threading it today. He got the ball right where he wanted to, put it in risky spots with confident throws," unquote. The throw Rich was alluding to was a dig route that Jordan Matthews made, and Garoppolo spots him, completes a pass just beyond that. They outreach fingertips over the middle of Sherm. Remember, Sherm is not a slot receiver, though. I mean, a slot covering man. So, it's okay. Because don't worry about Sherm. The first thing I thought about was Sherm. I said, wait a minute. Sherm gets everything. Then again, as I say, you got to work. Jimmy G is no normal human being. See, once people get over that, they'll stop with these comparisons about 49ers really want to win, they go ahead and put Nick Bosa in. I mean, not quarterback. 49ers really want to win, they go ahead and put Nick Mullins in there. Oh, my God. Jan had agreed that Garoppolo doesn't look hindered, but added, quote, That would be the case for most quarterbacks in this situation. Just sitting there doing the drop. He's doing a good job. It will take him a while to protect himself and react to get away from people, unquote. Dr. David J. Chow tweeted, Jimmy Garoppolo still a slight hitch and not fully stepping into throws, but on pace for the season. Likely to continue wear ACL brace and pick his moments on extending plays. And in fact, I hope he don't extend no plays this year. Jimmy, you got check downs that can run like bullets. Hit the check down. I don't want to see you out there extending plays unnecessarily. You got running backs that will just do a job. You got an offensive line now that's worked over a year. They will part the Red Sea for them running backs to get through. I want to see you throwing the ball, run the ball, throwing the ball. You don't extend no plays unnecessarily. In fact, I want to see that lightning quick release with the kind of receivers you got now. Ain't nothing but speed out there. Get rid of the ball. Extending the plays, the thought of it just panics me out, man. Okay, during the week, the 49ers confirmed Nick Bosa had a grade 1. Grade 1 hamstring strain that he would be sidelined for a few weeks. No, he's not going to have surgery. No, it's not an ACL. No, it's not a core. It's a hamstring. Grade 1. Luckily, the tweak in his hamstring wasn't serious and came at a time when the team could afford to let him rest and receive treatment. Hamstring injuries can linger, so ensuring that he's fully healthy when he retakes the field is going to be essential. Because I want that boy out there rampaging off that edge, man. I'm telling you, man. No need to be surprised, though, to see the 49ers shit posted for the rest of the offseason program. Because it's really unnecessary, actually, at this point for him. Anyway, he just needs to get acclimated. I mean, the orientation needs to continue with him for just getting used to the team. Now, see, he still needs to be out of the field as far as I'm concerned and be checking in and doing things. Don't be on the side field all the time or just taking treatment all day. Of course, he's not going to do that anyway. But then again, I still want him out there being a part of the team. So he'll be out until training camp. That'll probably be the case, though. And training camp starts in July. So there you go. Hey, my boy, Jimmy Ward. Jimmy did undergo surgery for his broken collarbone a few days ago, according to NFL media reports. Ward will miss 8 weeks, so the 49ers should see his return for training camp. And Ward should have no problem getting back for week 1. I hear the boos. Boos! J-Dub! Ward, he was injured. Here's the thing. This is the way I feel, man. Being a ball player, you got to know, Ward was out there diving for a ball during organized team activities. He got hurt doing that. I am concerned with his ability to take and sustain pain and his body to hold together. I actually will tell the truth on that. I'm a little worried about Jimmy not being able to take any kind of impact. But, I can't say, Jimmy, man, I love this guy, man. He tries so hard. And I know what you're thinking. He's played only 16 games the past 2 seasons combined, missing 16 games after twice breaking his arm. I can't even say nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I know also you're saying, how do you hold out hope that he will return to stay any length of time? If he does come back, I'm sure. 49ers refused to give up on J-Dub as well, though. A report came out the other day stating the 49ers made a somewhat unexpected gamble this offseason when their only significant move at safety was the re-signing a former first-round pick, J-Dub. That move ensured San Francisco would work with effectively the same group of safeties that last season anchored one of the NFL's worst pass defenses, which when you think about it in that context, it makes no sense, does it? But the 49ers, I think they're instilling faith in their players. Now, how long can you run that concept is another question, of which I'm sure you have. But Ward's play at various positions in the secondary has been less problematic over his career than his sordid injury history. He's managed to play in just 51 of a possible 80 games. Lord have mercy, that's 2 seasons missed. And finished the last 3 years on injured reserve. Those health concerns were the biggest risk in re-signing him with the hopes he could start at free safety. That made the broken collarbone he suffered during OTAs this past Thursday all the more worrisome. but the 49ers are in a position to break back out of their bet now. It would have been understandable had the 49ers immediately gone out in search of another safety and called off their 6th season with Ward. However, Ward underwent surgery Friday and is in line to return at or near the start of training camp. As I just mentioned, a full preseason in a familiar defense is plenty of time for Ward to prepare for the 2019 season. Panicking with the addition of another safety would have been an early admission of defeat for a 49ers front office that had a chance to sign a safety. Ooh, no! They had a chance to sign a safety even before they brought Ward back. Oh, the coaching staff clearly believes in Ward, despite his history of medical obstacles. It wouldn't make sense that to punt on him after an injury that isn't likely to cut it into his regular season. That's the thinking. That's according to a report. But meanwhile, I know what you're saying. Trey Boston's name is everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's, you go to bed at night, instead of counting sheep, you're counting Trey Boston, jumping back and forth, man. And also, some want to see Tavares Moore get some work in at the free safety spot anyway, wondering why the 49ers haven't looked at him there anyhow. Because the 49ers seem to hell-bent determined to make sure that Tavares Moore is going to be a cornerback, whether he wants to be or you want him to be or not. So I'm not sure if Tavares is going to be moved. And I got to tell you, though, Trey Boston is got to be – there's got to be he's got to be blackballed, right? Here's a guy that probably is better than half the safeties in the NFL. He can't find a job. 32 teams and nobody's calling him in. Last year they robbed him. They gave him a $1 million contract while he was with the Cardinals. What is it with Trey Boston? He can't find a job. I don't think the 49ers are looking at him at all. And we already know 31 other teams aren't looking at him. What did he do? I wonder if we'll ever find out. What is with hating on Trey Boston? I don't get it. Yeah, the Big Show says it's time to move on from Jimmy Ward. It's safe to say he's gone in 2020, and we will be filling his role with either a free agent or a drafted safety. And remember the name, Grant Delpit from LSU. I was just looking at Grant. Boy, he is Hollywood, ain't he? LSU does put out some really good secondary products. I ain't going to say anything about that. I don't know if we're going to be in a position next year because I figure we're going to win some games this year. Ain't no need to worry about the top spot in the draft next year unless you want to trade up for it. Whoa. Mr. Skin, what's up, fam? He says it's good to see Ronbo. I'll win the bet, though. Wait a minute, Mr. Skin, what bet did we make? Enlighten me on that one because ain't no bet's been culminated. I mean, ain't nothing took place yet. Injuries go happen in camp. Listen, by the way, I'd like to bring up the fact that a lot of first rounders have this happen to them. You got Josh Allen over in Jacksonville, knee contusion. They're going to keep him out until training camp for safety reasons. You got Quinnen Williams, strained a calf. He's out. Listen, you got to realize, it's football, it's violent. There's going to be these little ouchies and injuries that are going to take people out. Mr. It's Justin. Hey, Justin, wait a minute. Hey, Justin, season ain't started yet. Oh, no. You don't get collect on no bets. We got to wait till the season starts. And you review me on that bet, all right? Dogging man, 78, I kind of feel sorry for Jimmy Ward, but it's time we move on. And I hope we sign Trey Boston and say goodbye to Malcolm Smith, too. As I say, I still want to know what is up. I understand Malcolm Smith's situation. He just can't help himself. But, man, Trey Boston's a good ball player. Kyle Baker, NFL Network said Jimmy Ward will be back for the regular season unless I heard wrong. No, Kyle, you heard exactly right. Justin, tell Justin. Jimmy ain't out for the season. Warner DeLue. Hey, Ronbo, shout out to you from Washington State. Love your show. 49ers for life and division winners this year. Confidently keep up the good work. Oh, thanks. Well, I should read that. It's a toot my own horn like. Thanks, fam. Appreciate it. Peter Gorman. What's up, Peter? Nito. Is that Nito? Is that Nito? Nito, like Nitro. Nito Jr. What's up, fam? Anthony Baker says, what's up, man? I love the show. Memphis, Tennessee. Anthony! That Go Niners, Golden Gate Bay Area. We always check it in. And Harvey, Huegas, what's up, Harvey? Local 49ers fan, Arizona has no fans. They're paid spectators. That is why they are never in this chat or in real life. But I got to tell you, a local 49ers fan, they do come over to the comment section every now and then and want to argue. And I'm going to stop biting on that stuff, man. I'm sitting there going back and forth with that dude, Level. What I think his name is Level something. We're sitting there looking at these trading rosters, comparing positions of players. Why do I bother? Cardinals ain't got nothing to cry. I mean, boy, stop. But I am concerned about him, though. I ain't going to lie. Tracy R. says, Jimmy Ward injured again? Yes, he's injured again. Bob Bunny, what's up? Ron Jeremy, Trey Boston looking for big money. He should take a one-year prove-it with this. Is that what it is? If you're Trey Boston, you can take more than $1 million, but take something substantial. Take a $3 million deal maybe and say, if I can prove it, guys, you can hike this up a little bit. But Trey better walk easy, man, because 32 teams don't want to talk to you? What did you do? And Anthony Baker says, he says, everybody betting that Jimmy G won't stay upright. My money says he will stay up. Right, and make the haters hate harder like he got from BA, but for proving people wrong. You know, Anthony, I tell you what, you and me, fam, I got prayers for that boy, man, because Jimmy Ward can play. I want to see him put in safety where he's supposed to be. Stop putting him on the corners. Maybe he's pretty good in the slot. You can put him there if you have to, but keep him. Don't put him in the corners. He's a safety. He always was a safety. They forced that issue. Now nobody thinks he can play. Slimmy Long 52 says, Slimmy Long, let's go. It's getting a little closer to beat him up time. Right. Jeff Tan says, J-Dub bunch all getting called out tonight. Jeff Tan, do it. Ain't no big thing. Standing up for Dub all day long. That boy can play some safety. Stop putting him on the corners, please. Let's go to 480. 480, what's up? Hello again. Oh, 408. We got it. There you go, 408. I should have known too. 408. San Jose, Salinas, where you at? Hello. 408, come on, say something, 408. Hello. Right,
Yo, what's up, Ronbo?
Oh, there you are. Hey, what is your name?
Ronbo. Niners!
What's your name, fam?
Yo, this is Casey, Ronbo.
Jason, come on in, man.
Yeah, what's up, Ronbo? How's it going, fam?
Jason, I'm sitting there licking wounds, you know, my man.
Over-the-counter drugs right now?
You know, because I took a couple of those. As soon as I saw, first, I haven't talked to you since Bosa came up lame, all of a sudden.
Yeah,
and the first thing I said is, oh, here they come. If the dude had a splinter, a toenail, or a hangnail, anything, look at him. There he goes. He's ready. He can't take it. You know, so I said, oh, here we go, boy.
You're ecstatic right now?
Oh,
man.
And then Ward goes down, and I said, here we go. Everybody I support's having problems. But, hey, Jason, it's months. It's over 100 days. Come on. There's no need to go into panic city. But what are you thinking?
Well, I think the end of their season is really tough. The Saints and the Saints on stretch.
Second half schedule. Yeah.
Falcons and but I think they'll start. I think they'll start hot. I think they'll start 4-0, and then maybe even 7-1. But I mean, last year I said they were going to go 15-1. So,
but Jason, remember last year, we have an excuse for last year. You can't lose your starting quarterback. You know, you could lose a lot of players and still continue, but you cannot lose your starting quarterback. And you bring CJ in. No.
It's starting many things, you know, Jarek, and it's
got no wide receivers, starting wide receivers. Garçons can't play. Goodman's out there getting killed in game one.
What do you think they're going to do about Robbie? Are they he's kicking?
I try that, Jason. I even forget about Robbie all the time.
Yeah.
Robbie's got to
Because,
show
they
up.
drafted Mitch Wishnowsky, which is like potential Andy Lee replacement. And special teams is a big part, with Harbaugh. That was a staple with Brad Seeley. And so people kind of trip over that. But that could be a really solid piece. So
That's right. He's going to do a good job for us. I wonder if he can kick field goals.
defense is set.
God, yes, defense.
I'm sorry, Ronbo. Go on.
No, I said defense is definitely set. I was just agreeing.
Yeah, man, their defensive line is it's gonna create a lot more turnovers this year, and
you keep the offense on the field.
They got all the pieces. They got no excuses. They really got no excuses. But if you really look at, and I don't know much about contracts and whatnot, but Jimmy's got to ball out this year, man. His contract is set up so that he. He's got a very large contract, but it was a catastrophic injury.
Yeah.
It really was. So he's got to do what he does best, and he will. He will.
Yeah.
People talk about,
Jason,
he's not doing well. He's got 4 months.
Yeah, and also, Jim, here's the thing. I see a lot of doubt about Garoppolo all over the internet, which is very, very interesting. We've seen
that's how it works, Ronbo.
I know, right?
Works, bro.
But we've seen in 2017.
You go to the Sharks social media.
Yeah,
I'm a Sharks fan, man. I grew up in San Jose, man. But you Sharks fans out there, you know what you're doing, man. You know what you're doing. Oh, we're screwed.
I feel bad about the Sharks.
Don't put that out there, man. Don't put that out there. You know what I mean?
Sharks.
God, man.
So close, too. You know what? That's all right, because the Sharks are a growing team. And, hey, doesn't Jed's sister, does she still have something to do with the Sharks? Or does she?
Whose sister?
York. What's her name?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that.
I think one of the York family members used to, help me out, chat, what's her name? Jed's sister. Anyway, I think she was running the Sharks for a little while. I do remember running, and that's the only hockey club we got in. And everybody was saying a while back, wow, the Sharks get, I can't think of her name, and we get Jed. Anyway, that's either here nor there. The thing is, because she was doing a good job with the Sharks, thing is, Jimmie in 2017, he's already displayed he has talent. People are not questioning his ability to play. I don't understand that. He came out of school. He was a kick butt dude.
That's because your eyes are open, Ronbo.
I don't understand. He's been with Belichick, for God's sakes. He's been behind Brady. This is not a flawed quarterback. I mean, So, anyway, we'll let him come out and show people. He doesn't need me to defend him. So, I'm not worried about Jimmy.
It's kind of weird, isn't it, Ronbo? Because you know how successful he is, but you also know that he still hasn't thrown for over 3,000 yards.
Well, he hasn't been on the field long enough.
It's like love at first sight, really, is what it is, and that's what happened with him. He got there on the 5-yard line and just was like, okay, I can do this real quick, and did it. And we're like, oh my God, who the hell is that? And
the games that followed. Jason.
Yeah, and there's still people that are like, oh, I think we should start more. I love you, Nick. I love you, Nick.
Same here. But come on, he's a great backup. For what we already have, he's a great backup.
Definitely.
I like Nick. In fact, I like Nick. You know what, Jason? If Nick would have played more games last year, can you imagine what George Kittle may have done? Oh, my God.
If who played more?
If Nick Mullins would have started instead of CJ, say Nick would have came in after 2 CJ games and started against the Cardinals or something. Already Kittle had the yards he had. Wow. Ooh.
Yeah, man. People talk about Kittle and how, Gronkowski had a better season. Gronkowski had Tom Brady throwing to him for 16 games or 19 games or whatever he had. But this is actually a common mistake, Ronbo. Some people hear my name is Jason. It's Casey, Casey. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, man.
Man. Niners are set, man. I still wish they went back to the 3-4. That's the one thing I would change. Is if go back to the 3-4.
You can't do it at all now, though. They've got too much 4-3 personnel now.
Yeah.
All right, hey, Jason, Great to talk to you, man. Let's talk more tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, it sounds good, Ron, bro. Have a good night, man.
You too, Chase. Oh man. Let's see. Oh, let me wait. Let me wear things up here. Going out toward the Crimson Tide country. Niners! Rod, come on in here, man.
Finally, the rod has come back to Ronbo Live.
Rod. Good to see you, fam.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Oh, Rod, you know, man, I'm you see me over on Twitter. I see Rod run into him all the time, and I'm battling the forces up against the wrong support.
Right.
Hey, Rod. Hey, Ronbo, man. What's going on with your boy Jimmie? Come on, man. No, you know what? That's just wrong. Your boy Jimmie, ain't he a 49er? Is you a 49er fan? What kind of talk is that? You know, so I'm getting into these kind of skirmishes, you know.
Yeah.
But I understand it, though, Rod. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. If you go put yourself out there in that position like I did, you go, you know, I would have been talking major poo-poo at the end of the season. Jimmy Ward comes out, has a 6 INT season, was one of the, 55 tackles, broke up like 99 plays. I'd be like going nuts. See, so now that Jimmy's in the hospital, walking around with his body in a cast, all I can do is sit back and say, oh, man, don't hurt me, y'all. But Rod, go ahead, man.
I guess I can say positively, at least he ain't pulled a Chris Boylan yet. So
I know, right? Because
damn, dog.
Chris just said, "That's enough of this. My head's hurting now."
Man, when I first saw that post that morning, man, I thought I was gonna fucking have a fucking nervous breakdown, man.
I hear you. I was
like,
feeling the same.
Damn.
Whew, man.
Yeah, and it's like, and then we did not address safety. I mean, man, you know I hate the damn jump down Lynch and Shanahan's back, man, because I think they've done for the most part, they've done a good job at finally picking pieces to add to the equation and try to make some type of a good formula. And I this damn Jimmy Ward shit though, man. Every time I hear Jimmy Ward name, I think Chet Balky, man. So I'm gonna just say, get well soon, dog. Get well soon.
Yeah, he's
the next man standing up. Please.
Yeah, remember, we still got AC. I don't know.
I know.
And
he regressed a lot, man. I mean, I'm pulling. Come on, Ronbo. I'm like you, dog.
Yeah,
I'm pulling from the boys. But you know, we need to get somebody out there that's going to go out there and perform. You know, I'm tired of seeing guys look like they're nervous, man. You know what I'm saying? All gas and with no brakes and violence and all that shit. Come on, dog. That ain't the way. That is not the way.
Rod, you know what though? I got a feeling that pass rushes go. Remember how we used to have so secondary back when Harbaugh had that demolition crew up in the front? Remember how everybody was everybody looked good back there? And when they got traded to other teams, they did not look so good. Because I'm thinking this may be the case now. Because the 49ers got the front line from hell up there now. Quarterback stand back there clowning around too much, you could get hurt. So I'm figuring.
Well, I tell you what.
That might help.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, I saw something speaking on that level. It was actually the Niner Insider was talking about, you know, the possibilities of Jason Verrett pulling out of Carlos Rogers. You remember we got Carlos Rogers, the former Auburn Tiger from the Washington Redskins, who was actually in that lineup that you were speaking of, playing opposite of Terrell Brown. So, you know, anything can happen, man. I got my fingers crossed for Jason Verrett. I'm hoping he can get things back on.
But Verrett is way more talented than Carlos Rogers was. You know, with Verrett, it's not about talent with him. Some say he's actually better than Richard Sherman at this particular point in time because he's only 27. His problem is he does a Jimmy Ward. But that boy will play your butt off. If Antonio Brown, if you say Jason Verrett to Antonio Brown, he'll start screaming, man, because the dude is scary tough. I mean, he'll stick to you like a piece of chewing gum. So it's not about his talent.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I mean, I'm just like you, man. I'm just ready for the season to get rolling, man. Yeah. But, as far as that secondary goes, that it would be nice to have that situation
ironed out,
complete. You know what I mean? Let's just go ahead and get that shit complete, man.
Yeah, I agree.
You've been procrastinating too long for adding the major piece that we could, man. I mean, you just think about how many times we've let guys go and they've gone somewhere else and flourish. Like, what's my guy's name? Jalen Ramsey. I know there was an opportunity to get him at one time.
Either draft or trade?
Either.
Oh.
Either or.
Was he available during the draft for the 49ers? I guess. It's a matter of what you're shopping for, I guess.
Jacksonville was one of those teams that was talking about possibly moving up before, actually making that move to get Nick Foles. I mean, I'm just saying, when they was out being aggressive, they were really being aggressive towards Odell Beckham Jr., which, I wasn't upset about that, but it's just, I just feel like, man, we miss out on too much, man.
But they missed out on all of them. Khalil missed out on that. Amari missed out on that. So the 49ers need to do stop talking to the Raiders and let them Giants alone too. Ain't gonna do no deals. They never will. There's teams the 49ers can do deals with it, but the Giants and Raiders ain't one of them. And I just hope John has learned that and stopped talking to them. Rod, we got to go, fam. I'm gonna see you tomorrow night, though. Huh?
All right, man. It's been good, bro. All
right, fam. Appreciate you know that. Yeah. Good. Rod took it easy. Oh, yeah. Niners! Rod. Yeah.
And shout out to the Empire, and I'm going to give shout out to another cat that I've been following lately. Big Show, boy, you know your football, man. Holler back at y'all.
All right, Rod. Rod is forming an alliance with Big Show. I'm in big trouble now. All right, Rod. Oh, it's JJ, otherwise known as Jersey Joe. Joe, come on, man.
Hello? Let me I gotta make a comment on that real quick. Big Show doesn't know what he's talking about.
Hey, man.
I'm good friends with Big Show. What he's talking about.
It's just fun to work him because the show comes in very eloquently and politely and tries to tell you what for. Boy.
To quote a great Disney character, let it go, please let it go with the J-Dub bunch, brother. Seriously.
W.
I am fully,
my dub.
I am 100% sure now that Jimmy Ward and Malcolm Smith must have caught Jed York with his side chick at the movie theater. There's some kind of blackmail going on there. There's no way that they should still be on our team.
Now, Malcolm Smith, I don't know about Malcolm Smith because I never did think he was that good in coverage. He's good at tackling, but Jimmy Ward is actually, you can put him all over the field. Like Richard Sherman says, you got to make the jack of all trades, but the master of none. I said, stop putting him all over the field. He's got nothing but a bad reputation. He does everything, but he doesn't do everything really well. But put him at safety where he played all through school and everything else. Let's see how good he might be. This is my thing.
Yeah. If we had touchdown for every single injury that Jimmy Ward had, we'd be going for 7 rings right now. Anyways, so on some positivity now.
Right.
I can't wait for this season, man. I cannot wait. I'm like Big Show in this regard. I'm a big old offensive dude. I love the offense. But I can't wait to see the defense. I really can't.
Oh.
One of them as shocking as this might be, I really, really want to see Solomon Thomas. After Ronbo, I know you saw his attitude that last.
No, I agree.
That little interview
I'm
we
anxious
had.
about that too.
Man,
Yeah. Because this
boy,
poor guy,
fired
man.
up.
Yeah, he deserves some time out there to show out now. And I hope he's ready. Somebody said he was doing he was getting counseling and things like that in the off season. So his mind needed to be strengthened so he can come back out and play football. So I'm hoping that's where he is now and he wants to succeed. I'm hoping he's thinking your sister wants you to succeed, Solomon. Don't be too down. I mean, come on, let's go, man. I'm just hoping they got him back in the right place.
Yeah, that's what I was excited to see. So, and that just his fiery attitude, and the thing with Sherm, I didn't even know he still had staples in his foot. I really thought it was just a cop out. He's saying, "Oh, I was at 80%." That sounds like what they would say. But
No, he was back. Wait, you know what? Jersey, to begin with, no matter staples in his foot or what, coming back that soon off of that type of injury, and he made a few plays was near impossible. This dude made it happen. I got all the respect in the world for Richard Sherman. If he's coming back healthy now, my God, he wasn't healthy last year? And I thought maybe, like you're thinking, Rich, man, you're losing it. And there were a few times I was thinking, maybe his time is up. Yeah. I can't wait to see what he looks like this season. And he's talking about, I got both legs now. Rich! Why you didn't say something last year? Because you were worried about the bonus money, huh? I thought there was something. I knew that wasn't you. Okay, now he's back. So good. Let's see what happens now.
Can you imagine playing with staples in your Achilles?
I'm the biggest wuss
I don't even know why he was out there in the first time.
I would have told him after week 6, after I got paid, I said, you know what? I'm gonna tell you all the truth. My foot is killing me. I can't even put my foot down on the ground. When I go to make my cuts, I'm scared I'm gonna hurt my foot. All right. Let me just tell you the truth. I'm sorry. I'll be back in a few weeks, but I can't do this. You guys gonna lose games if I don't. Tell the truth about it. It's NFL. It's a business, JJ. These guys they're scared to say things like that. Dang it.
Yeah. The biggest one I've ever seen do that was Jerry Rice. He came back after a month of an ACL. Damn, Jerry, you're nuts.
Jerry,
but man,
these guys love to play, though, man. You can't keep a good man down. I'm a big fan of Mike Person, too. There's a dude, Mike Person could have just got shot out in the parking lot. And he'd do like those guys in the movies. He'd wrap it up, come back in. Mike, there's blood coming through your shirt. Oh, yeah, just a little scratch. I'm okay. Let's go, Coach. You got the lineups ready? Yeah, but Mike, you going to be okay? Yeah, I'm fine, really. This guy's crazy. I like that attitude. It doesn't help the team all the time. But these are never say die guys. I like that. So.
Yeah. Hey, Ronbo, I forgot I'd send you my a picture. Did you get it yet?
I
sent it to the show.
Yeah, I know.
It's the new Jimmy Ward jersey.
Yeah, I know. And I'm gonna listen. We're gonna premiere that shortly. I gotta tomorrow, most likely. I had to laugh. I'm not gonna. Don't give it away. I had to laugh. I said, "Oh, come on!" And then I had to laugh. You're a sick man, JJ.
You like it, Ronbo. I already have one sent to you, man.
I'll wear it too.
Yeah. Anyway, Ronbo. I saw you rocking that Foster jersey a couple weeks ago too, man.
That's not a Foster jersey. I've already altered it. That is Quan. Jay, we gotta go, man. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
You too. Oh, God. Anyway, Big Show. He comes in, he acknowledges that Rod, he says, Rod, I accept your alliance, fam. Love your stuff. Big Show. And thanks for the contribution, Show. All your contributions. Thanks. 805 Lompoc, California. Hello.
Ronbo.
Yeah, who is this? Voice sounds familiar.
This is Nello.
Nello? Oh, Nello! Yeah. God. I haven't seen you since, I talked to your sister when you went in the service for a little bit, and I've seen you online here and there. But Nello, this is it, man. Nello on the phone. Nello, come on in here, man. God, so much time.
Heck yeah.
You know, I guess you're still a 49er fan, probably even more so now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And Nello,
fucking-
I have to admit, you sound so much more macho now. Nello's was it the Marines, the Army, or what?
Yeah, it's the Marine Corps.
Oh, look out! Nello's a Marine! No, man. What's on your mind right now regarding the 49ers, though, man? What's up? What are you thinking?
Well, when I went into boot camp, it was right after we got Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh.
And I didn't get to watch a single game, but my family were sending me letters. They were like, oh, Jimmy Garoppolo, he's freaking on fire. They beat the Jags, they beat the Bears, this and that. I was so excited. And when I got out of boot camp, I was just like, yeah, it was something. And they recorded all the games for me, so I got to watch that while I was on leave. That was good. But what's on my mind now? Jimmy Ward. Yeah.
He's on everybody's mind. What are we gonna do with Jimmy Ward?
Well, you see, when they drafted him, I wasn't a fan. You know, when freaking Balky picked him up. Yeah, I was just never a fan. And then in 2015, he had a really good year. Well, not a really good year, but he was on the field making plays. Yeah. So I was like, all right, give this guy a chance. But now he's just so injury prone, and I'm still he's a Niner, so I'm like, I hope he gets back healthy and can play and whatnot. But yeah, we need some safety help. We really do. We need Trey Boston or draft somebody. I wish they would have drafted Adderley. That was my guy that I wanted at free safety, but yeah, no.
We're gonna see these guys later. You know all the guys we drafted. This is the thing, Nello. We're gonna see these guys and what they look like during the course of the season, preseason even, and then that's when the pain is really going to set in. Because I think Adderley. I would have picked Adderley, or even the kid out of Virginia. I think he would have been. Either one would have probably been good for this particular defense. But we'll see what they look like, and then we can actually either feel bad or good about it. So.
Yeah, I really like that guy, Harris. I think he's number 33 or 32. I don't know, but he plays strong safety.
Marcel Harris.
He was making some. Yeah. He was making some plays last year.
Marcel's fast.
I'm on the East Coast, so I can't watch any games, but I watch them on my phone on Instagram on live streams. So it's not great, and I try to keep up with the Niners, but back home, in California, I'd have the games on all the time, but here it's a struggle,
Yeah, you'd have to get league pass in order to see all the games. But Nello, I got a feeling that there's going to be a lot of primetime games. What do we got, 3 or 4? And then, of course, what part of the East Coast? Because we're going to be playing some games. What are you, New York, Southeast, or where? What particular part of the East you talking?
I'm in North Carolina.
Hey, maybe the Tampa Bay game. You may be able to get the season opener. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So
I was wanting to go to a game, so I might see how that is. Might buy some tickets to that game. That'd be fun. But I mean, the thing is, you got to request leave and do all that bullshit. And I'll be on leave actually in September. I'll be back home, so
okay. Hey,
I actually won't be able to make the game. Yeah.
You can watch the game at home, then, man. You gotta. That'll be great.
Yeah, I'll be home for my 21st birthday, so that'll be.
All
that'll
right,
be fun.
21.
Yeah.
Ready to roll with a gun. I like that. Kind of reminds. It's going to be a good season, man. You know what? I got a feeling that a lot of worries about the secondary are not, as I say. I think the frontline defense is going to take a lot of pressure off that secondary, and all they've got to do is a minimum amount of work. It's like Richard Sherman says, man, I got to have that quarterback. You guys got to smash him in the face, man. Got to make him scared when he drops back to throw a pass. Know that he's got a certain amount of time to get rid of that ball or he's dead meat. I think we got the right personnel for that now. Because no matter what anybody says about Bosa, Joey and his dad have already said he may be the best one of all three of us. I've already seen what Joey can do, if Nick is better, I'm on board. Good Lord. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on board too with Nick Bosa. He just has to stay healthy, and if he can stay healthy, play 16 games, he's going to be really good. I agree with his dad. I think he's the most talented. Just as long as our D line freaking can stay healthy, we got Buck up the middle. Our D line is scary. So just as long as their freaking D linemen can stay on the field, produce pressure, sacks, our secondary will be just fine.
Mm-hmm. See, that's where it is right there. Because remember, under Harbaugh, our secondary was okay, but they weren't no Pro Bowlers, except for maybe a couple of them. But mostly they were just average guys that would have got smoked if they were on the field with this particular 49ers team last year and the year before. So that's why I say, you know what, give these guys a front line that can put some pressure on the quarterback. Now let's see how bad they are, because I think somebody's taking the rap for a bad pass rush, and it could be this secondary. But we'll find out more about that a little later. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll find out a little bit later.
I know.
All right, Ronbo. Take care.
Don't be a stranger, man. Let me hear from you as soon as possible, all right? We'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. The only reason why I called in is because, I watch the show, but we have the day off tomorrow since it's Memorial Day, so I'm kind of busy. I'm up kind of late. Yeah, I got to wake up at 5:30 every morning. But I'll be in tomorrow, Ronbo.
All right, Nello. Great to hear from you. Have a good night, fam.
All right. You too, Ronbo. Take care.
You too. There's Nello, man. It's great to hear from him. There he is again. Mr. Instigator says, Mr. Instigator, by the way, is Justin. He says, are we forgetting about Ronnie Lott playing with a missing finger? No, that's another guy. Then still having a breakout game. Put a rest the J-Dub Buds, please. No, not until he takes off that red and gold uniform. He will get my support. Dre! Come on in, Dre!
Yo, Ronbo, what's up with you, fam?
Dre, I'm taking bullets, man. I'm like in the house behind the refrigerator, man, peeping out, man. He didn't.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah. It's funny how a lot of people got something to say who has never aspired to be a pro athlete for the game that we love. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I just don't pay any attention to it. I think we need to bring some clarity to the injury of Jimmy Ward. It wasn't a clear break. It was a fracture. And luckily, due to technology, we have a certain thing called bone grafting. So I talked to somebody who actually had this injury, and it was a fracture. All they do is make a slit incision directly where the fracture is. They graft the bone. They put it in there with a small screw. 8 weeks later, they reopen you and they take out the screw. You're good as new. So I'm just happy that it happened while he was trying to make a play on a ball. You know what I mean? He was diving for a ball in OTA, so it sounds like he's hungry. So
he don't be BSing. You know this.
Yeah, man. And like I said, I wouldn't be mad with Kwaski T and Adrian Colbert, over the top anyways. He played through some injuries last year, but when he first came on the scene, man, the dude was doing his thing. So, and I heard that he's having a pretty good year as far as, working on his game, coming out of his breaks. His hips look a little bit looser, you know what I mean? So
you talking Costa or AC?
I'm talking about Adrian Colbert.
Okay.
And then you got, people forget this guy runs a 4.3. You know what I mean? So
I don't. I love it.
That's a lot of speed over the top. You know what I mean? And another thing about Nick, the thing that bothers me about that is on that day specifically, they had like a downpour for about 15, 20 minutes where the Rangers.
Did he slip? Oh.
Yeah. So they had a downpour like 15, 20 minutes. Shanny decided to stay out there, you know what I mean? And, right after the downpour, they started one-on-one full speeds, and that's when Nick had that great one.
Shanny,
bad call. Yeah, so I think, you know what I mean? It's a learning process. Like, he could have said, we're going to go out. I know they have machines that rake the grass and pushes the water back. So I think next time if something like that happens, you know what I mean, let's push this water back and take a 10, 15-minute break, go into the locker room, go over some schemes, and then we'll be right back on the field. So I think that was just a learning curve. It's a huge process, man, in trying to get the guys acclimated into our system. It's not, our defensive system is just as much almost as complicated as, Shanahan's offense. You know what I mean? So, I think they just wanted to push through it, and it was kind of unfortunate that happened to Bosa. But I've seen guys have grade ones on Wednesday, on Wednesday, and come through and walk through Thursday and play through the pain, on Friday. So, you know what I mean? It's not really that serious. I'm not gonna start panicking, man. People need to realize that it could have been in training camp, and we're about to start the fucking season. Like, McKinnon, and now he's out 8 weeks. You know what I mean? Half of the fucking season. I would rather it happen right now than it to happen in training camp or during the season. You know what I mean? So, if that, it happened, everybody's going to be healthy during the season, and ready to ball. You know what I mean? And the thing is, with DBs and wide receivers and running backs, as long as it's not a lower extremity like a knee or calf or something like that, I really don't worry it, because you have to have your legs underneath you in order to be productive as, a defensive back, a linebacker. I mean, a defensive back, a wide receiver, or a running back, you know what I mean? That's a part of your game, and even linebackers. So I was just happy that it was a upper body injury and not a lower extremity. You know what I mean? These guys have to be able to move around. So, man, I'm just trying to look at the bright side of things. I'm trying to think outside the box, and you know what I'm saying, not be like everybody else and throw guys under the fucking bus. It's just like people. I don't know if people realize, like, this is one of the guys that plays for our team. Like, do you fucking guys realize that or not? You know what I mean? Like, I understand if he was a Raider or somebody, but no, this is our guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just don't. I really don't understand it. I guess it's not for me to understand, but I just wanted to bring some clarity to that. Most of all, that it wasn't a broken collarbone like they keep on calling it. The official injury report was that it was a fracture. You know what I mean? It wasn't a full broken bone. If it was a full broken bone, that's 16 to 20 weeks. You know what I mean? So
that's serious.
They went in, they grafted the fucking bone, they put it where the fracture was, they put a small screw in. Stitched him back up, you know what I mean? He's going to be on the bike, you know what I'm saying, and doing some things with his lower body, probably a lot of pull work, you know what I'm saying, keeping himself conditioned. And shit, when it's time to rock and roll, take the screw out, and we're going to do what we do. And it was on his left shoulder, you know what I mean? It was on his left shoulder, so it's not his tackle on the shoulder, he's a right-handed guy. So, yeah, man, that's what I wanted to, really focus
appreciate
on.
that, Drake, because,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the report sounds nasty, right? But that sheds a little more light on it. So
it wasn't a full break. Like, a full break is fucking, that's 16 to 20 weeks.
Tony Romo with the walking around with a sling and everything, walking around the house with a sling on. Man.
Well, Tony Romo had, I think 300 and some pounds, 285 pounds of Frank Clark landed on top of him. You know what I'm saying? So that was a lot.
Whoa,
you know what I'm saying? This was a freak accident, or a guy was, trying to make a play. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it's you know what I'm saying? It's nicks and bruises. Like Shani said, man, you can't lose games in vain. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I'm talking about. Count the man out.
Actually, I think
over 100 days, Dre. Yeah, 100 days left.
Yeah,
It's all about get rid of him.
Yeah, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? We have to go with what we're going with. You know what I mean?
I think it's
like I said, man, speak some positivity. Man, speak some positivity, man.
Drake, bring some more positivity. We let's talk tomorrow. Bring some more positivity, man. I like that.
Most definitely, man. Shout out to the TNT fam. You know what I'm saying? My boy Trey Tress, Big Show, my big player partner Will. You know what I'm saying? Sheep the Freak. You know what I'm saying? All my guys, Nighthawk, man. You know what I'm saying? Peace out, Ronbo. Hey, press that like, man.
Thanks, Drake.
Press that like. You know what I'm saying? If we got 300 people in here, it needs to be 300 likes, y'all.
Thanks,
press
Drake.
the X on the screen. Start flapping your screen. Stop having the Twitter fingers and go ahead and press that like real quick. I'm out.
Thanks, Drake. Appreciate you, fam. See you tomorrow.
All right, Peace.
It's funny because Drake pointed out 300 people. But I see them Cowboy fans. And where's Texas boy, man? Hey, that is Justin is still running smack. No excuses, Dre. Guy's been injury prone. But then, you look around the league, and like Jimmy G is not actually a standout. A lot of teams have more than one guy like that as well. It's football, man. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, when I say Jimmy G, I mean Jimmy Ward. We got too many Jimmies. Hey, what is that name around camp that everybody's calling each other? I think everybody's calling each other Jimmy at one point. I said I just call everybody Jimmy. 904 St. John's, Florida. Hello. Says that.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, who is this?
This is Daryl Hicks. How you doing?
Daryl Hicks, man. I'm doing all right, man. Daryl, I'm in support of guys that got hurt right away. So I'm in there taking it. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? I can't give up on him. At this point, Daryl, I can't say I'm going to just renounce my support. It makes me look like, oh, Ronbo, you too easy, man. So I got to stay with Jimmy. I got to stay with Nick. They'll be all right. But Daryl, come on in, man. And also, remember, Jimmy G is looking good in camp, too. That's a good thing that's going on right now. So what do you add to that?
That's about That's the only Jimmy that's probably doing anything. I don't care about Jimmy Ward at all. He's done. Jimmy cracked corn, and I don't care. This guy could wipe his butt.
Oh, God.
This guy could wipe his butt with toilet paper and be
And
out
pull a
6
muscle.
to 8 weeks with a lacerated butt cheek.
Yeah.
This guy is brittle.
Oh, God.
I'm serious. I'm telling you, man, he'd be a hard case for a woman. He could be a shoulder to lean on because she'd probably crack it.
Oh,
I'm serious.
Oh, Daryl came in with all kind of shots and dub.
The dude is terrible. And even when he does play, he gets burned. I mean, he gets burned all the single time that he plays. I remember last year in preseason when he got played by a rookie. A rookie came in and put him on a double move and went straight to the end zone and made him look like he was doggone all-pro. Jimmy Ward is an average player at best. He was a bouncy buff
in his
that needs
defense
to be
now,
flushed.
he's not a good cornerback. I've always said they've been playing him out of position for a long time. He plays all right in the slot, but stop putting him on the edges. I don't know why they insisted on doing it. Well, because they didn't have anybody that was actually better. We've had a bad thing, a drought on cornerbacks for years. So Jimmy was the best athlete on the field in the secondary, right? So they made him play spots he shouldn't have been playing. So, but now he's getting grief for it. So, I want to see him at safety, though, Daryl. I do. I want to see what he looks like for at least 8-9 games.
Play him at safety. You need a safety pin to keep that brittle boy together.
I know, right? I just don't want him taking it. If a tight end's coming downfield at full speed, I want Jimmy to have good sense to bail up. Just if Sherm ain't got him and if Warner's not coming down the field with him and Quan, get out the way.
Hey, I'm telling you, Jimmy Ward reminds me of R. Kelly. My mind is telling me no, and my body's telling me hell no.
I throw a flag on Daryl. That was unsportsmanlike conduct. Daryl, 15 yards, man. Come on, Daryl. Jesus Christ. He came in there armed with all kind of shots. God, oh, my God. All right, but it was funny. I got to admit. Hey, but how about Jimmy G?
I like Jimmy G. He's done pretty good in the time that he's played. I just want to see him play an entire season before we know exactly what we have in him. We need to know if, the Patriots released another team or if we really have something that, could really be special. I mean, I think he has some tools and intangibles. But I remember last year going into training camp, there was questions about his deep ball accuracy, those different things. So I would hold judgment until I see a full 16 games from him to see what he can do. Yeah. I really like the weapons that they have. I really like I really like Shanahan. I think that he can really call games and scheme things up correctly. I just want to see what he'll do with good receivers now and having a good tight end the way that we do in a good running game. If those things can come together and they can block correctly and keep him on his feet, I think that he'll do well. But time's going to tell. So the jury is out for him. I want to see if he's really going to do it. But if not, then we need to go ahead and just look at this year and see what we have.
Yeah, that's fair enough because and also he's got probably a bigger comprehension of the offensive system, which is going to make just huge volumes toward getting better. Because I mean, if you got a team out there that knows what they're doing, especially in Kyle Shanahan's system, well, that team's going to be one of the most dangerous offensive machines in the league. So I'm looking for how that comes together right away.
Well, the one thing I look at with Kyle Shanahan's offense, because it's so complicated with all the different formations and all the different calls that they make
Pre-snap
out of
movements.
those different formations.
Man,
Yeah, if you remember, Matt Ryan's first year under Kyle Shanahan wasn't a good year.
Oh.
His second year under Kyle Shanahan, he was an MVP candidate. He won the MVP.
He did, yeah. See, well, that's what I'm saying.
So that's something to think about there.
Yeah, it is. And that's what I was saying last year. Jimmie came out struggling the first 3 games. He's a bust! Oh, man, stop. And it was obvious that they were all trying to get a grasp of the concepts that Shanahan's throwing out and now apply them. If you've never played before, you don't get it. You see guys out there struggling, and you immediately assume they don't know what they're doing, they're no good, and all these other things. Oh, come on, man. You know what? Let this develop. And then, like you're saying, Matty Ice, he hated Shanahan in the first year, by the way, because he just got sick of struggling. Matty Ice was used to getting his butt beat and just getting paid. He wasn't really ready to win. Mentally, he said, I don't have to put up with this. I'm fine. I'm Matty Ice. So, this is what we're going to see next year, hopefully. More comprehension of the system, better execution.
Yeah, I think so, and I'm really excited to see guys like Deebo Samuel and Jalen Hurd. Deebo Samuel, he really reminds me a lot. If you remember Sterling Sharp when he played for the Green Bay Packers, if you remember, they kind of the same body build. They were kind of like bigger type receivers, but they were kind of like short, and they're kind of almost the same size. And watching Deebo, the way that he moves and the way that he gets out of his cuts and breaks and really gets separation reminded me a lot of Sterling Sharp. Not saying that he's going to be the great Sterling Sharp, who at the time, if you remember, was actually taking over Jerry Rice as the best receiver in the league at that time.
I remember.
I'm not saying that he's going to be that, but he reminds me a lot of his game. So I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with these different receiving options that they have.
And so many options. It's going to be something to see. Daryl, man, I appreciate you, Daryl. And great humor, man. That was hilarious, man. You just tore my boy Jimmie up, man. Let me, if you got some time.
Jimmy Ward is just too easy.
It's too easy, I know. Can I get you? Come on back tomorrow night, will you?
All right. I will do.
All right, Daryl. Have a good night. I'm not sure if I've seen anybody work Jimmie over like that before. That was grisly. Hey, boy, Will could do it. Hey, Will, come on in. Will. Oh, my God. Woo. Will, on behalf of the Ward family, we would like to apologize. Okay, see, now you can't get mad.
Well, since you apologize.
Hey, but Dre threw some light on it that I didn't realize was happening, because I only heard he broken collarbone, but nobody specifically said what was going on with that. Now, if it's a fracture, and he went in and did the procedure that Dre was explaining, well, that's another story. It's not as serious as I thought, because I was thinking, ain't no way he comes back in 8 weeks. Seriously? I'm going to tell the truth. Ain't no way he comes back in 8 weeks after a broken collarbone and plays no football. This game is not designed for fragile collarbones. So maybe this is a different story, though. So we'll see, I guess.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Dre, man, my player partner, man. He really saved you. He really saved you from me tonight. So I ain't gonna. I ain't gonna. So. You get a pass from me tonight off the strength of Dre. You get a pass from me tonight. You know what I'm saying? So
but
it's all good.
You may as well let some of it off your chest. Don't hold it all back. I mean, the thing is, because he's becoming very disappointing. I did not see this opening days of camp. That's kind of crazy.
Well, I would tell you. I was trying to tell you. I mean, I was telling you. So. I ain't gonna thrash on you, so because I try to tell you, but I don't know what my boy Trez gonna do to you. But,
Trez can't wait. But yeah, and Trey, boy, both of them, boy, they just Oh man, they got to be besides themselves. But it's understandable.
Yeah,
yeah. Go ahead.
It's like getting in trouble in school when your mama pick you up and they should take you to the house and say, I ain't gonna do nothing to you. I'm gonna let your daddy handle you. So.
Oh, and that would be worse, wouldn't it? Because pops come home from work, you don't feel like hearing this stuff. Now, moms, your son did this and that. No, he didn't. Yeah, he did. Daddy, wait a minute. I can explain. No, you can't explain nothing. You know what? Don't ask me for another $1 for the rest of your natural life. And also, I want that yard cleaned up every week. You mess up, I'm going to come and get you. I'm going to hit you like a fullback. You know? You don't get mess with pops, man. You can argue with mom all day, but you can't do nothing with pops. Man.
Yeah. But yeah, man. But moving on, man. You know, I think not getting Trey Boston is really going to hurt John Lynch. I believe the free safety position is going to really, if the free safety position don't pan out this year, I believe that's going to be the only position that's going to put John Lynch on that hot seat because, I mean, common sense. It's no secret, man. This man had the draft and he has free agency. He still has time to get this guy, Trey Boston, but he's not going to do it.
No,
he need to, but he's not going to do it.
Though. What do you think, since we're on Trey Boston for a second, give me some theories on why.
Hold up, wait a minute. We ain't going no further. Will.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
As a part of the TNT family, you let Ronbo have it right now. He ain't off the hook. He ducked and dodged a whole 2 nights. Did not host the show on Friday night because he knew
there was a reason for that.
He knew.
It wasn't that.
He know what was coming. So you let him in his J-Dub lay him out completely on the floor flat next to Jimmy Ward where he needs to be.
15 yards,
with his hospital gown,
unsportsmanlike conduct. And all sides.
Every time we come on there, I've been preaching it to him, man. He wouldn't listen, Trey. He wouldn't listen, bro. I told that man is made out of glass, man. I told him that. I told the man that, man.
He did.
I got glass, man.
He told me.
I'm telling you, man. Santa Clara Hospital already got a room for him in September. His room number is 2206.
Yeah,
so,
it's 20. It's 20 actually, and they leave his name up. They leave his name up there and everything. They don't even switch. They just change the bed linen and leave it open.
Well, Ronbo, I'm gonna take a back seat to Will's time. But look here, Will let him have it, baby. Lay him out, okay?
It's gonna take a lot to beat Daryl, Trez. I know, Trez. You enjoyed Daryl. I know. Daryl said Jimmy would a laceration on his booty in the toilet. After took a wipe at it. I mean, this dude gets hurt on every situation. Man, that was cold.
But yeah, man. I told you wrong, but that dude ain't got it, man. Dude need to be gone, man. That bus need to go. He needs to go, bro.
Yeah, you know, he got
you need to get off the bus, man. You need to go and put it in the garage, man. Just go find another.
Big Show's right about that 1 year. You know, Jimmy's got to stay on the field a little bit this year at least. Jimmy's got a minimum 14 games got to play. I got a feeling they're going to let him. This is it before J-Dub.
Yeah.
But he got paid before he left, didn't he? My God. Yeah. Jimmy got a lot of money.
But let me, I know I ain't got a lot of time left, but I'm just going to go ahead and say, man, look, man, I'm glad. I know everybody, like Fred Warner with his scoping and everything, Nick Bosa with his hamstring, you know, some of these guys out breathing them. I'm glad all this is, it's unfortunate that it's happening, but I'm glad, you know, it's OTAs instead of training camp. Yeah, because soon when training camp come, everybody be back on the field, ready to go. Mm-hmm. So I'm not panicking at all. I'm like what Sherman is saying about Jimmy G. It seems like Jimmy G is back. Is back to where he's supposed to be. He's making good throws. I'm hearing good news about Jordan Matthews. On the NFL Network said that Jordan Matthews out there balling. So I'm glad that everything is going, accordingly, except for these injuries or whatnot. But everybody should be back by training camp. But like I said, man, I'm just glad Jimmy G's back the way he was. You know, as of right now, Jimmy G TD interception ratio is 5-3 because of last year. That's his stats for right now. So you know that's still good. So I'm expecting him to come out and ball out, man, because our defense, man, with the front seven we got, you know, with Ford and Bosa coming off the edge, man. I mean, the defense gonna put us
coming up the middle like a freight train. Oh man.
Yeah, man, this defense, man, gonna put us in so much in a lot of good positions on the field every game. I hope the punter pans out. I hope he's the next one. I ain't gonna compare him to Andy Lee because I don't know what he got yet. But I'm hope he's like him to where he can pin the ball back so the defense can get these safeties and whatnot, and just put the offense in good position to win, man. Because I know Jimmy G got the playbook already wrapped up, man. He knows it in and out. He should know it in and out. So Shanahan should go out there, man, to call these plays, man. Just move the ball down the field immediately. Like this year, the 49ers offense, I believe they will move the ball downfield immediately. Like I say, about 8 plays they'll be down in the red zone and then score a touchdown. I mean, it's no excuses for the offense, man. They gave Jimmy G the weapons. You know what I'm saying? So the defense is set up. Is just that sweet. It's just that safety position that's concerning everyone. But I'm just saying. But everything else, man, everything else is set up good. So I believe we're gonna have a good year.
And Will, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna be happy with the safety position before the season's over too. I'm telling you.
Now, Ronbo, I will believe it when I see it. Okay, so let's go leave it right there.
Yeah,
I will believe it when I see it, man.
Because
I don't know.
I can't even say that. I can't even launch no defense. But I hear you.
Now, don't get me wrong, man. Kwasi T, he's a good player, man, because he's a good run stopper, man. He good in that box. Like he shoots down like a missile and get your legs and take you down.
Quick.
But I just hope he don't. Yeah, I just hope he don't. You know what I'm saying? Have a setback and whatnot and get hurt again too, because he got a reputation to be made out of glass as well. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody says anything about Kwasi. That's true. But him and Jimmie, I don't know what kind of milk they serving out in Bama. But you look at Ruben, you look at Jimmie, you look at all these guys, man. I'm worried about that.
But don't.
Rod said, "Man, you can't talk about the milk in Alabama. we got to go to Will because we run out of time. Let me see them all, huh?
All right, but look, man, don't count Marcel Harris out though. Don't count him out because that dude when Kwasi was out, that dude was balling. So it's gonna be a battle at that free safety position. So that corn flip is up in the air. But all right, Ronbo, man, I want to shout out to Nottingham Empire, man. Shout out to my player partner Dre. Shout out to Trez and Trey TNT, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody else, man. I guess I can shout out Big Show. He be talking crazy and whatnot. He be smoking that low grade dope every time he comes. But shout out to everybody, man. Peace out, y'all. Nottingham Empire, let's get it.
All right, Will. Let's see tomorrow. Okay, and there he is again, Justin. Join the Nick Mullins fan club. See, Justin, just like he does those things he knows I'm going to say, you know what, though? Who doesn't love Nick Mullins? I love Nick Mullins. I like just keep CJ off the field as much as possible. I can't wait to see this competition. But James likes him some CJ. James, come on in, man. Definitely give CJ. James said, why you want to put CJ on me?
Please don't do that, man. I tell you, CJ Beathard being on the field like quarterback will have me wanting to go to sleep at 1:21 p.m.
in the afternoon. Exactly.
Get right in the bed and curl up, man.
Oh, in fetal position, knowing he's out there ruining everything.
Yeah, but I'll tell you one thing. I want to give a big shout out, man, to the whole Jimmy Ward fan club. I've been saying, you can use cheap OA and get 2 good tickets for the price of one. One seat for Malcolm Smith, the other seat for Jimmy Ward. Yeah. I'm telling you. You know the sad part about it?
What?
When they drafted him, that first year, him on the field, I actually thought he was going to be one of the great ones, man. I really did. When I first seen him play, but then it's like when the injury started, they were just like somebody that is no disrespect to nobody, but they come from a foreign country and they're driving here in America. But they don't read and speak English, but they just driving. Just driving. just out there driving.
So, James, that analogy is just what?
I mean, listen, when they get tickets, you can't be mad at them, okay? Because they don't know what they're doing. In this case, man, I don't listen. Jimmy Ward was drafted by Jim Harbaugh.
Trent.
Okay.
Trent Baalke.
Well, Trent Baalke.
Because Harbaugh probably had nothing to do with it.
Right. Trent Baalke. Matter of fact, Jimmy Ward replaced Terrell Brown because remember it was a thing that Terrell Brown was owed some money from training camp and he didn't get the money.
He got mad.
He didn't want to give it to him, and him and Harbaugh was at odds with each other. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. I give a big shout out also to that young man, Nolo.
Oh, Nello, the Marine.
Nello, yeah, the Marine. Big shout out to him and give him a big congrats and every other military person for all that they do for us.
Yeah.
Man in our freedom 24 hours a day.
That's right.
So thanks be to God for them. I applaud them and congrats. And I want to say this much, man. Since yesterday on the NFL Network, they've had an array of America's games that they've been showing. And I'm telling you something. It's like I actually just watched all 5 of them Super Bowls. Well, 4 of them in the last 24 hours. And it just kind of had me, just like you see that old film. And I just want to say this much about cornerback situations. In 1978, we went, I believe it was 6-10. Yeah, it was 6-10 in 78. 79, we drafted, the first 3 draft picks we made were Ronnie Lott in the first round, Carlton Williams in the second round. I think we took a guard or a tight end in the 3rd round and then traded back up in the 3rd round and drafted Eric Wright.
James, that's amazing how you recall each and every move made. I'm impressed. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you love 49er football,
you don't forget these things. That's wow, but that's amazing.
No. And this is what made them go though. They turned around and drafted. Brought back Dwight Hicks, who had already been on the Niners, but in 78, they went through 33 defensive backs, Ronbo, in 78. They had the worst secondary in the league in 78. I mean, we have seen flashes of that. It's scary. It's like somebody is burning your eyebrows with a acetylene torch and you can't move and they won't turn it down. Yeah.
James, yeah, that's incredible pain. My God.
Well, I'm just trying to tell you, with watching a game you're winning on a Monday night against Green Bay at home, and here it is, you have a defensive back like Maven just I don't know. I don't know if he thought he was playing football that night.
Oh, Maven, man.
Yeah, Maven sadness, man. Ultimate sadness, stomach churning sadness when he's on the field. Okay, and I look at it this way. But one thing I can say, and I believe they're banking on this and believing it. With this defense, the alignment that we have right now and the depth that we have. That secondary, who's ever back there, I think that secondary is going to shine.
Oh, they're going to party.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to tell you right now, a caller had said, I think the last caller had spoke about, Jaquaski Tart being brittle as well. He's another one.
Yeah.
He's another one. That,
we just never say anything. But, yeah, he gets hurt too much.
Yeah, he does. He gets hurt. But I think, I'm going to tell you the truth. I think we might be very well in the secondary if they turn around and move. If Jason Verrett can hopefully start alongside Richard Sherman, I think they may actually try Tavarius Moore at free safety as well. Yeah, because he played that position as well in college.
Was ranked number 2 by PFF as the senior
That's what
year.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
And this was a free safety in Tavarius Moore. We seen in that Chicago game. When was the last time we seen someone in our secondary manhandle a receiver and take a ball from him, strip a ball from him? We seen Tavarius Moore do it last year at the end of the season against the Bears.
Yeah.
So
he's got to get a good look though, James. I agree. Don't make him play cornerback any more than especially if you pick up somebody else. Tim Harris is available too. Let Tim play that and move Tavares. But James, we need to stop.
One thing I do know for sure: the growth of him and Tavarius Moore and Marcel Harris are huge in that defense right now. Robert Saleh's got all the pieces he needs to have a number 1 defense, a Super Bowl defense. Finally, as the guy from VA said. Big shout out to Trey. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for what you do, man, and
thanks,
Niner
man.
Empire, Niner for life. It's our time, man. We're coming. We got plenty of players. We got depth and good young players that if they don't get a chance to play, and then 4 years is up and they move on to another team and be a shutdown player, you feel like the back end of a donkey as a coaching organization. But anyway, thank you, Ronbo. Have a good evening.
All right, James. Thank you. See you tomorrow. All right, now here he comes. He's been constantly dropping those little nasty comments. Justin, come on in and let us hear those in person.
Hey, you've been on Mr. Instigator, so
it's a good name for you, man. I mean, that's fitting. Justin, I'm telling you right now, man. I know that I deserve this, but I'm not giving up on the dub. I still want to see him get his butt out there, find a way to not get taken out, and make some of them plays. I know he can do it.
Can he? Can he? The last time he made a big play was the interception of Chicago, and the last time he did that was Jake Cutler was the quarterback. Okay, I don't want to hear. I don't know. No.
Yeah, I just want to say this about that real quickly. I just want to say this: we only see the plays he doesn't make, but what we don't do is they don't make a big deal out of the plays he does make. But the coaching staff, they see every play he makes it as good, and that, my friend, is why he's still on this team. A lot of people like to ignore that because we're watching TV, and the only thing we see is the mistake. Same with Akello Witherspoon. But go ahead.
What? No, Akello Witherspoon is a lot better player than Jimmy Ward. Jimmy Ward hasn't done anything. He hasn't done anything.
I don't know. Okay. Anyway, we'll wait and see what happens. But I'm not sure. Those are two different kind of players. Ward plays an entirely different game. Akello came on. I'm still behind I'm in his corner too. Akello looked good the lap before he went down, and he was getting it.
Yeah. But has Jimmy Ward produced that? No, he has not. No, he has not.
You say that, but if you ask Larry Fitzgerald, he'll tell you forget about it. That boy can play. So I know he can play. I just know they play him in too many different positions. But you put Jimmy Ward back at the safety. You leave him alone. Stop moving him around. Let him get acclimated to that defense. I almost can guarantee you, he'll nail it. He'll nail it. Because as much as you say he's not, because you're trying to say he doesn't have any skills, but that is not true.
Because he doesn't. Yeah, and everybody in the chat agrees.
Nah, he can play. Come on, you're going to tell me every coach in camp is wrong? Come on. This is just a hate for it. It's the hate he gets is for getting hurt. But anybody says Jimmy Ward can't play, don't know football. I just have to put it out there. Trey, Trez, talking to y'all too. I'll tell you in a minute.
Hey, speaking of injuries, everybody needs to chill on the Bosa. Bosa is gonna miss like maybe 4 weeks. What a hamstring,
Yeah.
If everybody said we should have drafted Quentin Williams, I'm like, scary. This is a scary fact. All like the top 5 players that were drafted, besides Josh Allen, he was drafted at number 11. All of them are like out with injuries right now. All of them are out with injuries.
It's a rookie thing.
Quentin Williams has a
Rookies always.
Quentin Williams has a quad injury. I
thought it was a calf.
Well, I believe I think it's a quad.
Okay.
I think it's a quad injury. I think it's a quad or calf, one of those two. And then Allen. I think Murray's the only one that's like okay right now, but like
he's a quarterback.
The rest of them are like, yeah, he's a quarterback. I'm saying the rest of them, they're doing injuries. They are doing injuries. They're coming off, So I'm saying everybody chill out. Don't freak out. He's going to be okay.
Well, that's because it was predicted. He's going to come in. He's going to get hurt. Okay, and it comes to a pull hamstring. Oh, look, there he goes. See, I'm just about trying to remember the last time a rookie came in and went smoothly through camp. There wasn't a quarterback. This happens all the time. Wide receivers are the worst. They get killed in week. Shoot, they get killed in the locker room. So this is nothing unusual. So Bosa really did good by doing no more than pulling a hamstring.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you drafted Quentin Williams, he's doing a quad injury now. You drafted Josh Allen. He's dealing with that injury you said earlier.
Contusion to the knee.
Yeah. See, no.
There's no escape.
I don't want. And then Montez Sweat, they want that heart injury. They want that heart still. He's still not cleared yet.
I don't think that's bothering him.
Players.
He wasn't
There's
in the
a
top
bunch
5.
of players that were. Yeah. Yeah. So and then Cleveland Farrell is dealing with a back injury. So
is he really? I didn't hear about Cleveland. He hurt his back?
Yeah. I think that's what I heard from like one of the Raiders sites. Like they were saying, "Oh, he's still with a back injury."
I gotta go check that out. I didn't because as you know, we got another guy that said Cleveland Farrell was the guy we should have got. I forgot all about Cleveland because I didn't think he was in the conversation. But Cleveland got a back problem. It's tough on rookies. Justin, here's the thing. You come into a league after playing with a bunch of guys your size and your age, a bunch of kids. You come into a league with a bunch of grown men that have been around for a long time, weigh a lot more than you, and probably you got that grown man strength compared to what you got. Somebody will get hurt. Yeah. And it's usually the rookie. But let them adapt, acclimate, and they'll fit right in. But you got to give them a minute.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's the big thing. I think the faithful. I think they have had enough injuries. I think that's why they're like quick to we need to stop and everybody quick to judge say it's a bust. I'm like, give him time, guys, man. We're bust. We like to throw that word so much,
so quick.
Man.
I know. Well,
I'm not. I really hope he does well. I hope Jimmy Ward does well, but I does not look well.
No, you don't. But he will. Yeah,
breaking collarbone. Collarbone and freaking diving for the ball.
I know you
want
to
say. Out of all the knucklehead things you could do.
I know, but he was hustling. Come on now. Jimmy, that's why they like him so much.
For a ball.
Jimmy works hard.
Diving for a ball. Knucklehead thing. What kind of knucklehead thing is that?
Hey, Justin, we got to go, but I agree with that.
How'd you break your shoulder?
I would tell Jimmy on the sideline the same thing. Jimmy, man, lighten up, man. It's practice, okay? We're talking about practice. You out there diving for the ball like you lost your mind. If you can't, just make the play.
It's like Anthony Davis. It's like Anthony Davis 2.0. Freaking got a concussion.
I want to know how Selleck got his concussion. That makes we haven't even practiced yet. Garrett, what is wrong? Whoa! Justin, we got to go, though, man. Let me see tomorrow, huh?
Well, I do want to say that you should check your Twitter. You should check your Twitter. I already sent it to Jerry Fresh about Nick Mullins fan blends, okay? I already sent you a video. Okay, on Twitter. So I do want to say that.
Oh, no. I can't wait to see this. Oh, Jerry, man. Oh, no. Okay.
Hey, the guy who said it, he's verified. He's verified. He's a sports analyst, so, yeah. I'm not the only one on the fan bunch.
Listen, all you guys, get ready to be wrong. I'm telling you right now. See you tomorrow. Good night, Justin.
Returns to get her out.
Good. Justin, thanks for the contributions, too. Oh, no. Hold on. Wait a minute. Trez, come on in here with it. Oh, God. Here he comes.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Ronbo. Don't put some ready to go all
You
up
know
there.
I am. I got this stuff spraying all over the place, man. Like glitter in here and everything else. Let me pour it along, man. All right, Trez, I'm ready, man. I'm ready for this whooping. Go ahead.
Hey, first and foremost, man, shout out to the chat, man. The chat is really keeping it real tonight. Shout out to y'all over there in the chat. Y'all are keeping it real.
I know they're out there keeping it mean and nasty.
Y'all are keeping it real about this fake Jimmy Ward 49er that's on our team that say with a hospital gown with a 49er symbol on it more than anything I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the chat, man.
Oh,
Ronbo,
God. Yes.
come on, man.
Like,
come on, Ronbo.
I know.
Gotta stop it, man.
But listen, I just want to say, though, how much respect would you have for me if I just jumped off of the Jimmie train behind this little setback? I mean, I got to stand my ground. I can't just all of a sudden say, well, I'm going to have to join y'all. I can't support nobody who can't stay the hell up off the IR. I can't. Trez, I would look bad.
Make yourself look bad, Ronbo.
It does, man.
Make yourself look bad.
I got to stay.
Sometimes if the ship going down, that don't mean you go down with it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you
call me Captain Ahab.
And what we call cut your losses. You know what I mean? Cut your losses.
I'm trying to remember. I think I have done that before.
Somebody died, Ronbo. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to live to tell it. You know what I'm saying? I stuck with you long enough. Now look, I got to go tell it.
There he goes in the lifeboat. Trez is waving at me as he disappears in the sunset and leaves Ronbo out there diving, swimming around by himself. Trez, that's cold.
Ronbo.
Yes.
How do you, this is OTAs, Ronbo. OTAs. You wearing shorts, right?
Yeah.
You wear a jersey, right? I mean, come on,
Ronbo. I can't even say
that.
nothing.
The guy plays more harder in OTAs than he do on the field.
I should have known that was coming.
It don't make sense.
Just goes to show you, Jimmie he's always 100 miles an hour. He never takes a minute off. He never takes a play off. He don't care, even if he's running to the grocery store. Jimmie be running hard, backpedaling in the store, looking for things as he's walking around the stands, cutting. Man is always in progress of playing ball.
Ronbo, I'm behind the scenes. I'm working hard on something really for you.
Yeah.
I'm really working hard here.
Uh-oh. What could
because I got a guy that works for me, right?
Yeah.
And him and Jimmy Ward's supposed to be best friends.
Yeah.
And he told me he talked to him every day and all this. So I asked him, can he possibly, get in contact with him to possibly do your show?
Jimmie?
Because he needs to answer. Yeah, Jimmy. Jimmy needs to answer. And I mean, with a one-on-one session, with you, to this public and this fan base, man. Because, it's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous.
But
so
Trez,
I'm working behind the scenes real hard to make this happen.
Next, Trez, if I get my boy Dub, I ain't going to be asking him them kind of questions, so. First thing I'm going to say, Dub,
you're going to have to. You're going to have to because you owe it to TNT, Ronbo. You owe it to us. Because, see, we had to sit back. We had to stomach. You know what I'm saying? Your J-Dub club, we had the, you was building momentum with this crazy. It was foolishness, fashion. You was building momentum with it. Getting guys on board with this foolishness.
You got 8 weeks, Trez. 8 weeks before Dub returns. The man going to return with a vengeance.
You got 12 weeks. You got 12 weeks before J-Dub returns. He's not returning in 8. Yeah, he could return in 8, but he's not. 10. He's going to take the 4.
10. Dub's 10. Oh, my God. I got the entire connection. Oh, man. I ain't seen, Show ain't been in yet to take a shot at me yet, but Show's been all over the dropping dimes. Oh, my God. J-Dub, but stand up.
Finally. And I do mean finally. Brother Ronbo, how you doing, sir?
You know, I've had better days.
Have you?
Yeah.
Partner, are you doing okay? Shout out.
I'm doing great, fun.
To the family, to the TNT family. Shout out. We growing every day. Shout out to the team, to the fans. Ronbo, I heard a little rumor. Now, I'm not the brightest. I'm not the smartest. I'm not the quickest. I'm not the fastest. But I heard that the J-Dub club is over. Is that right? I heard that there was a guy that put more effort into games that not even games, I'm lying, practices with no, these weren't padded practices. Shorts. No, these were the first set of practices. Partner, were they the first set of practices? Were these the first set of practices?
Yeah.
First set.
The first set, right? I mean, this was like,
correct.
I mean, like okay. All right. So what I'm thinking is this, Ronbo.
Yeah.
The J-Dub Club is over.
Oh.
A formal apology will be issued to TNT on Monday Night Raw.
Now, wait.
This man has he's had 4 out of 5 of his seasons ended on injured reserve, Ronbo. Not you missed a few games. Not you were out for a month. Your season's over. Out of 4, you've had more seasons on injured reserve than plays that you've made.
His season's not over, Trey. It's just in remission. He will be back in a few weeks. That season hasn't started yet. We can't make this claim
over,
until
Ronbo.
after September. I'm telling you.
Over.
It's
Ronbo,
not
but
legal,
this is a systemic issue. This is beyond that fictitious club that is over. We had to put up with it. You were gaining members. People were buying into this. And guess what happened? The man can't go in shirts and shorts. How is he going to handle when the bullets are flying? Oh, yeah, 4 out of 5 seasons on injured reserve, Ronbo. That's how he's going to handle it. 4 out of – but John Lynch, we're good? We're good at free safety, right? We're good. You know, he's a bargain basement, window shopping.
You don't have to have pads on them and get no injury, man.
There you go. That's true. And by the way, Trey,
you don't. Okay, yes, sir.
You don't. John Lynch is not making the decisions on his own. So John did not come in and say we're keeping J-Dub and not going after anybody else. I guarantee you that was a group participation thing.
I didn't know GM was a group participation.
It is when you got this guy, GM.
When you don't know what you're doing, right? When you just got hired from the booth and you don't know what's going on and you've never done this before and you have no football acumen. You know, this is the problem, Ronbo. No foresight, no experience. We have had the worst free safety group since 2016. And what have we done? Nothing upon nothing. Rely on injured player upon injured player. The problem is you say, oh, well, anybody could get hurt. Anybody's not getting hurt every year.
Well, they do.
That's the problem. No. I don't know any player on our team that has had 4 out of 5 seasons ended on injured reserve, Ronbo.
Klosky.
Who else? 4 out of 5? 4 out of 5?
I'm not sure how many Kloskis went down in, but he's been down a few times.
This is what we're going to do.
But he doesn't grab any of the spotlight.
Ronbo, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do, Ronbo. Right. We're going to admit that Jimmy Ward is not reliable.
No, wait a minute.
And I don't think that's right.
That's never been a question, though. That's never been a question.
That's never. Okay, then. So no more club. Clubs are for guys that make Pro Bowls.
We can't.
Clubs are for guys that make plays.
Wait.
No, because this is what we do.
This is preseason. Trey, we got to be fair about this. It's over 100 days before the season starts. Can we at least wait until week 1?
Ronbo, this is what the beauty of TNT is.
When he breaks his forearm, when he breaks his knee.
The beauty of TNT is we give you 4
his favorite bone.
I told you Jimmy wasn't going to laugh. I didn't know Jimmy was going to turn toe. I didn't know he was going to pull a hamstring having a ham sandwich. This is what we're talking about.
Did you really make that one up? Pull the hamstring while having a ham sandwich?
Come on, man.
No, that's another 15 yards straight. That's unsportsmanlike conduct.
That is unsportsmanlike. right, we're out of here, man. We're not going to do it too long. We're just going to do it a little bit.
Ronbo, look here. TNT has made our case. You know, look, shout out to Jeff.
Very solid
formal
case.
apology on Monday Night Raw.
I'm not doing that. I need until week 2 at least. No.
Shout out, look. Shout out to Panama Queen.
J-Dub Bunch.
You know, we fighting Panama for this J-Dub Club to eat. Okay. Ronbo, look here, man.
Gosh.
Stop it.
All right, guys.
Stop it.
No more mediocrity, Ronbo.
Right.
We talked about this in the offseason. All right, we out of here. We talked about this.
All right, partner, we out of here. Last shout out.
All right.
Mike Rapino, man. We out of here. Yeah.
God. Well, I knew that was coming. I just didn't know in what form and fashion. There you go. TNT beating up on the J-Dub Club. By the way, J-Dub Club in the house. Put a 20 next to your name. Stand up. We ain't done yet. It counts from game 1 of the season until the last week in January or December. Notice I said January. That was not a typo. In December. And that is when we will make the decision on the Dub Child. Jason!
Peace, Ron.
So, Jason, as you can see, I'm in here in a
still
foxhole.
riding, man.
I'm sorry, say again?
I'm still riding.
All right,
riding.
see, that's Jason. Jason's cool.
Can't abandon it. Yo, but I'm going to blame these plural, injuries to Jimmy Ward on our training staff because I'll give you an example. Patrick Willis came out of Ole Miss, right? Mm-hmm. He was a little light in the ass for middle linebacker, I thought. I know he was all over the board, sideline to sideline and all that.
Yeah. Notice
the shape that Patrick Willis got in as he evolved at middle linebacker.
Grizzly.
You got to bulk up. You can't put he's reckless abandon. That's why I love Jimmy Ward. He plays with, that's what you want.
Yes.
But at 5'11", 189 and a half pounds, you can't put him in a position where he's hitting people all day. You got to send him to the training camp and like, yo, we're going to put you on a weight gaining program because you're going to be our safety. Safety's got to come down and run support. Yep. They're not just there to get deep thirds and pass protect over the top. They're there for run support. But at the same time, I still don't know why as Niners fans, this is what I noticed what we do, is we abandon dudes like Adrian Colbert. All of these people on here right now, we're like, oh, we got a guy in the 7th round, Adrian Colbert. Soon as he has one bad situation because our front 7 is slipping, he got hurt. Jaworski got out, like with his arm and stuff. So, come on, man. Adrian Colbert is still official to me. This is his 3rd year? Come on, man.
Going into 3. Yep.
So, Jimmy Ward, he's never even had enough time in, man hours in at free safety. So, that's all Jason, debatable what they're doing with him.
And you don't want to add to that? I want to piggyback on that. What people don't know is, and don't take my word for it as I speak, what people don't know is this. Go check out who is leading in certain stat categories when he is on the field. You're going to be off, your feelings going to get hurt. J-Dub comes to play, people get taken down. And I tell you something else. That game we lost against Green Bay, had Jimmy not got hurt when he did, there's that word again. Had Jimmy not got taken out of that game, we win that game. Jimmy, all he had to do was cover, and he was doing a great job. Maben came in, opened the floodgate. We had that game. Jason, I'm telling you, man, he's a better football player than he's getting credit for. Granted, he needs to gain some size and strength, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely, and that's on the staff to recognize. Even Jalen Hurd at 6'4", 225, he's not the same guy he was in Tennessee. Like, I think we're expecting too much if we think he's got lanky now. He's more of a receiver now, his body type. So unless he bulks up, I wouldn't be looking to have him in on short yardage. Not in the NFL. You can pull that shit off in the NCAA. You're not going to be doing that in the NFL. Hey, Jalen Hurd up the middle. He's going to get broke the fuck up. That's how it goes.
How much did Carlos Hyde weigh?
He was like 228.
Yeah.
But he was low to the ground, low center of gravity, though.
True, but Jalen's got to gain. That's what I'm just saying for his size. I'm looking at Carlos, who used to be hell coming up the middle. Jalen's got to gain 265. Jalen's got to gain 235 to 240.
Give him some Megatron type of attributes.
Even as a wide receiver, he's too light. You're right.
Yeah. And what I noticed watching his highlights, people keep grabbing, like easily grab his foot, and he goes down with little leg tackles. They trip him up every time.
Yep.
I want to see him work on that, whatever that is. But don't sleep on Poindexter. He's my sleeper.
Yeah.
And also, this is going to sound like madness, Ronbo. I've realized listening to people, but the battle is not with CJ and
Nick
Mullins. It's with Jimmy Ward and Mullins. Watch. Yo.
No, really. I've thought about that.
Yo, he's a bad boy. I'm telling you, man.
And Nick is determined. You could see it in his face. He is
accurate. He's accurate. He makes all the reads. I've seen him throw a lob pass downfield, so people are questioning his long ball. And I think that's the battle. I don't think it's any competition with CJ. I think there's no way CJ takes anything from Mullins.
Boy, don't do it, Kyle. Kyle keeps making it look like it's going to be a competition between CJ and Nick, and I don't know why well, you know what? I guess he's got to do that because they drafted him. They traded up to get him, I think. You know?
And keep people hungry. You got to keep guys feeling like,
and that too.
You know, a little hungry out there. You don't want to just give them like this shit they did with McKinnon when Matt Breida, to me, is obviously earned at least a look in training camp, like in the preseason. Like, why are we just making McKinnon automatically our star running back?
Mm-hmm.
And Breida has earned his bones. So, they should keep that system going. Like, you got to earn that shit as you play.
Tell you.
Your performance will get you there.
And that's what's bad about Adrian Colbert right now. Adrian needs somebody to kick him in the butt, too. Because you know what? Adrian plays his best football, I think, when he thinks that somebody thinks they can outplay him. Because when he came in that first year, that dude was playing some ball. And then last year, he did seem a little off. I don't know what was going on there. But he can play better than we saw last year. I know that. We all know that.
It's really a game of measurables too, and like motivation. When you think of Solomon T, they kick him to defensive end. Last year he was like 250 something pounds.
That's too light for him.
If he's gonna be on the interior, that's what I'm saying. So you can't be mad at him if they're playing around with his career like that. Like, hey, we need you to be a defensive end. You're gonna go down to 160 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
260 pounds. And we're going to expect you to get off these right tackles, these NFL right tackles, off the edge, or left tackles, whatever. So he got to bulk up too. Everybody's not an Aaron Donald.
Yeah. Stop drafting people. And Jason, the thing is, if they look good in the position they were in, if I was impressed with you at your school, then why don't I put you in that same position in the NFL? Stop. It's too late.
It happens.
I know, but you know what? How many players you said? Let's make this for sure the next time. How many players have been reconverted and were huge successes? I want to know how many Hall of Famers came in as a defensive back and ended up going to the Hall of Fame as a wide receiver.
I'll tell you what, Warren Moon.
Hey, but Warren, he could. What was Warren before he became a quarterback?
They tried to make him a defensive back. He was a QB. I was just joking. Yeah. But they definitely, the NFL at the time, it was like, They drafted him as a DB. He went to Canada and said, fuck that NFL.
No.
I'm out of here.
I agree. And the same thing. What they do is a black athlete anyway. Look what they did to Lamar Jackson. And Lamar had to go ahead and tell them, listen, y'all, I'm a quarterback. And we're going to see where his career goes. But so.
Yeah. I didn't hear of this Wonderlic test until Vince Young was looking like that deal coming out of Texas. I'm like, what is a Wonderlic test? What is that? Well, this is an aptitude test to see if you're smart or not. Like, when did we start this? Ever since a black QB was projected to be the
you was getting ready to go there.
Intelligent, but what is this? Well, he scored low on the Wonderlic. He scored a real horrible. Hey, come on, but we know how that goes. I'm still waiting for Kaepernick to make an appearance. At some point.
And put his Wonderlic scores up on social media. But Jason, hey, let me see you tomorrow, fam. All right?
All right, I'll be there. Yep.
Good stuff. All right, fam.
Peace.
Good night. The Wonderlick is source of a lot of comedy. I really, and I want to know. Probably, I would think Peyton Manning probably had one of the highest Wonderlick scores, and maybe Tom Brady as well. But I also got to believe that Moon did well too. There's black quarterbacks that can do Wonderlick some justice. So that needs to stop being a joke. Is that Anderson? Come on in, fam.
What's up, Ronbo, baby?
Man, I'm just sitting up here. Where's my 20s at? I'm looking for my 20s. As I said, for those who have leaped off, ain't no 20s. I didn't get not 120. I said, for those who jumped off the Jimmy J-Dub Club.
It's like this. You see, I had to make that comment when Trey and when the 210T dudes were talking. Because when you got shorts and shirts on, you still can't hurt yourself, man. You gotta understand football. If you ain't touched the football field, you wouldn't understand what I'm saying. You still can tweak a muscle or anything here.
Easily.
But all you gotta do is look at this dude college highlights, man. From college, man. The dude was hungry, man. So that's why the dude played like he did. Maybe I don't know what happened. I haven't read the report up on it or whatever. But I feel because we shooting this dude down so much, he gonna shine.
I do too.
And it's like this. And y'all saying people who ain't had a full season. Well, let's look at all the people who ain't had a full season. I think Pettis hurt himself, like 2-3 times last season?
At least.
Well, Jimmy G haven't even had a full fucking season.
There's two.
I'm just saying. Let's look at everybody. Yeah. Let's look at the whole team. It ain't just a one-man thing.
Kwaski, that's 4. Did we have some linemen go down?
What's the white dude name on the line? Center. The center, Greg.
He played hurt all year and damn near got every quarterback killed.
Yeah.
And then he got Joshua Garnett. Of course, Garnett made people mad a long time ago. But yeah. Jimmy ain't the only one getting hurt.
When he did come in, but when what's the lineman came? Joshua came in, he did piss Aaron Donald off.
Didn't he? That's why I want more of him.
He pissed him off.
Yeah.
He pissed him off.
That's frustration. Yes.
It's like when people finally get their chance, they're going to do what they do. But with taking people out their positions, they done did that many times to many players on our team.
I know. And who's the worst to ever get abused? Tank Carradine, man. Trent needs his butt kicked behind that. Man, he really screwed that dude up.
He should have stayed. They should have left him right on the end where he was in college when he played for South Carolina, huh?
Good.
The Seminoles, okay. Florida Seminoles, okay. Yeah, he was a beast in his position, but when he got there, because I was like, why they took him out of position? I'm like, damn, that's fucking up his career.
Oh, man.
And
it didn't work.
Who is that? And I think Tavares Moore, I think that's what they really got him there. They just tried to make corner. I think they really got him there for safety.
Yeah, the 49ers, and Anderson, if a coach believes in you, it can actually fire you up. You'll perform at a higher level. If every time the coach looks up and he doesn't appreciate what you're doing, he bails on you, this is not good for team morale either. You play ball, that's the way it works. You got to make your guys feel good about themselves, and then you're going to get more out of that player than you would bringing in a new one. Because if I'm on the team and I'm watching you do that, I lose respect for the coach like that kind of quick too, especially if I know this dude can play.
Yeah, that would be like it was a scene from Kingdom of Heaven. One of those priests had told the dude, like, just making a peasant, making him a knight, making him a better man. He was like, yeah, because it believes he's more than himself.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you need that. And as far as with the running back situation, man, I think it needs to be Matt Breida and Tevin Coleman.
Tell you, man, that's gonna be a rough competition. Ooh, that's gonna be crazy. But you're probably right.
Because Tevin Coleman, he already proven in that system, And Matt Breida, he's already proven in the system from the last 2 years, playing hurt. Yeah. We ain't seen him at 100%, and he be at 100%. Oh, yeah.
884 yards, Anderson. He did that on one leg. Most of one ankle was not working. He'd go out and play, come back, go out and play. 884 yards. Damn.
Yep. He'll come out, sit down and play. He'll come back in and give you about 40-something yards.
And the next run's gonna be about 15 yards.
Yeah.
Get on, Matty B!
And then the next one he gonna see him limp off the field.
Oh, worse than that, they take him. They got two guys. They're walking him into the locker room.
Yeah.
He'll be back in a minute. Don't worry about it. Don't even pay that no mind. That boy is tough. I like Matty B. Man, he's out now. Tore his chest up.
But
he'll be back.
I'm ready to put a Deebo Samuel shoulder start.
Boy, with them 80-inch thighs, that boy's gonna hurt somebody to hit him down the lower body. Boy, it'll take you out. Man.
Oh yeah, didn't the Jets get Ed Oliver?
Wait, was it the Jets who took Ed Oliver or Buffalo?
No, I think Buffalo got didn't they pick up
I think you're right though.
I can't even,
because everybody expected the Jets to take Josh Allen. I think you're right. I think they did take Oliver. I think you're right.
Yeah, I think, and then this is my prediction for that because I'm not trying to see those motherfuckers cheat their way to another Super Bowl. I think Ed Oliver, he's gonna hurt Tom Brady. That's my prediction. I think he might hurt Tom Brady. I think he's gonna hurt Tom Brady. And that's a wrap, and that's the end, and that's that clip Max Kellerman has been talking about for the past 4 or 5 years.
No, you're right. Tom is going to stay out there one season too long, and he goes, like you're right, somebody goes seriously get him because he can't take pressure up the middle, and they can't protect him against guys like Ed Oliver, Quentin Williams when he gets healthy. I'm telling you, and D-Buck's going to get him too. He's got Tom, I don't know, he should know when to quit because if the ref can't protect you on every play. So,
I want us to be the team to do it. You know what I'm saying?
It seems like Ed is with the Bills. You know what? They got Wilson and somebody else though, so they're still dangerous. Yeah.
But anyway though, we fit to shine. We fit to shit on every other team, and those fucking punk ass motherfucking Russell Wilson, that bastard, that little short, slippery motherfucker. I ain't even really. I want to see Russell Wilson get his motherfucking ass fucked off by the 49ers because that commercial. I'm still pissed off about that goddamn commercial.
That roller skates. I know.
I'm still pissed off about that goddamn commercial.
Bounce.
I'm trying to see our defensive line just crush his ass this season.
Don't worry. You know, D-Buck got him last year, and really, D-Buck just refused to be denied. I loved his pursuit on Russ. And we got more people than that to go get his little butt. Russ ain't got no place to run. You run left, Nick is waiting. D Ford's waiting on you. You run the other side, and he come back crazy.
Quan Alexander gonna pop his ass.
And Bosa's over there, too. Now you got the tank running up the middle. Run, Russie, run! Bam!
I ain't nowhere for him to go this season.
Yeah, we got to go. Let me see tomorrow, okay?
All right, now. All right, for the Nana Empire.
Hey, Anderson. All right. Yeah.
All right.
All right, fam. Have a good night. Wait. I got two 20s. 20 twins. Local 49ers fan. He has not abandoned the club yet. So, Trey, as long as we got 3 or 4 members, we staying open. Also got faulty weapons. He's staying with the club. The J-Dub Club continues to survive. Come on, Dub. I wish I could call him at his hospital room and say, Dub, man, He's out there busted butt. You got hurt. Ain't nobody loving you for it. But I tell you what, right now, I'm going to tell you got support now. We got a club that says we believe in you, number 20. Get up. I want you to rise up. Come out there next year and set a new precedent. Show them how to play that safety position. Let me hear you say, amen. I guess I should stop now and let church congregation out and say, well, it's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. So come on in here, man.
Holy water starts, then the holy water starts splashing everywhere, and big shows causing a scene, and you know how it goes.
Well, so go ahead and take your shots. Everybody else has. I deserve this. I don't really deserve it, but I'll accept it.
I have been waiting for you to come on ever since Jimmy Ward went down. Let
me just say what Show did to me. Show was on Twitter saying, well, not a good start for the J-Dub Club. I said, oh, and then he put period, and left. God, I knew it. Jesus. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Anyways, people have been dogging on me for supporting CJ, somebody was just thrown into the wolves with not even enough time to study Kyle Shanahan's system and basically just throwing the ball to whoever's open. And I guarantee you, everybody on here who calls in on this show goes and sees on YouTube one of Kyle Shanahan's play calls. None of them would memorize it in 1 second. None of them, including me. That's how difficult his system is. That's what CJ has to work with.
Because Show says his comprehension level is way beyond the average individual. And if he doesn't get it, then there's no way that CJ's going to get it, or anybody else for that matter. Nick Mullins is another story.
I mean, CJ at least gets some... He gets a pass in my eyes because he was basically thrown out there in the wolves. And unlike Jimmy Ward, when CJ gets hit, when CJ asks to get hit, he gets back up and plays in the game. He takes more shots than Jimmy Ward. He takes more shots than Jimmy Ward, and he still plays.
I'll agree with that. I mean, CJ takes some terrible whoopings. Okay. Ain't going to get no argument from me on that.
I mean,
why? God, he gets hit hard and often. And sometimes by 3 and 4 guys. Whew, still gets up, dusts himself off.
And the reason...
Man.
Yeah, and I'm so glad you brought up the number 20 because those are the only stats you want to see on Jimmy Ward's stat sheet. It's the number 2. He's only had 2 interceptions his whole entire career with us since 2014. And
you know that Jimmy Ward is one of the best tacklers on the team.
He's had no immediate impact on our team since he's been with us in 2014 when we were at least a 500 team.
He's one of the best tacklers on the team. And every DC says when they want to keep the best defensive players on the field, he's one of them.
Tackled, he's always on the. He always is that's always on the IR.
Yeah, but he doesn't make any bones about it. He goes after it. He's a tiger. Okay. You know what? It's like Jason said. I blame the health, nutrition, and training team. Get some size on Jimmy.
You cannot blame the health and nutrition team on Jimmy Ward's injuries. Jimmy Ward is responsible for tackling, and his tackling technique has. He never changed his tackling technique to avoid injuries. And even Patrick Willis came out and said that to Ruben Foster. He has to change his tackling technique in order to preserve his body. And if he doesn't do that, then he's going to be always injured. And that's what Jimmy Ward fails to do every single year is change his tackling technique. And if he doesn't do that, then he's always going to get hurt. And he's going to be gone next year, whether you like it or not.
Oh.
So.
Listen. I won't argue that because I'm not absolutely sure he's going to survive this season. But it won't be for any other reason than that because some of the things you just mentioned are kind of not right. But we'll see. All right, let me get him back on the field and let him play that safety position so everybody can start saying, well, Ronbo got that one right. He's pretty much become the backbone of that secondary.
We'll see if that happens or not because he's been with us since 2014 and he's made no immediate impact on our defense whatsoever.
Sure.
When we still had a Mod Brooks, when we still had, oh my God, Mod Brooks, Navarro Bowman, when we still have those guys when they were still playing well.
2014 was the last year we had a good team. 1 year. What year did he come in? That year. He didn't play.
That year.
He didn't play. Remember, he had a screw in his foot.
Well,
and when he came into the team, I don't know how they didn't find it. He had a screw in his foot, and he had to lay up. He wasn't even there.
There you go.
Well, no, I'm just saying. You can't use that season as a measure of how good Jimmy G. He didn't play that year. He didn't come back until Tom Sula took over, and boy, he was like the best guy on defense that year. And of course, 2016 with
we had
Chip
nobody
Kelly,
else
same
that year.
thing.
That's when our whole entire team fell apart. So
well, no, I'm just
of course he was going to have a great
a
year.
victim of circumstances. I want to see him on a good team.
He has no excuses this year, just like Jimmy Garoppolo. We surrounded Jimmy Garoppolo with weapons.
Listen,
and
Garoppolo didn't even need weapons. So this is the thing I get a kick out of people trying to make that argument. Jimmy G didn't even need weapons in 2017 when he won 5 in a row. He had 2 guys, all right? So there's no need to be looking for excuses for Jimmy G. He's not going to need any, okay? But stop with this. People say, are you thinking Nick Mullins is better than Jimmy G too?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I think Jimmy Garoppolo has elite mechanics, and I think he's going to do well this season. So, depending on his health, of course, Yeah. But if he doesn't work in Kyle Shanahan's system and he's not panning out to the player that we're expecting him to be, then you're going to have to swallow the dose of reality that we're going to be in the market for another quarterback in
CJ's the only,
a year or so.
Listen, let me just say this about that. CJ's the only guy that's ever failed in Kyle Shanahan's system, okay? Remember that. And Jimmy's probably the most talented guy that he's ever had.
You can't say that he failed because he was thrown in there basically when Brian Hoyer.
No, but I'm just saying, Brian Hoyer had his best season with Kyle Shanahan. Well, let me just go down the list. Yeah, but Brian Hoyer had his best season with Kyle Shanahan. He only had 1. Matty Ice was an MVP.
2014 when
Kirk Cousins is getting paid the money he is now because he's Kyle Shanahan trained. I don't know what happened to CJ, other than the fact that you say he got thrown in too soon. But I do know that Nick Mullins came in minutes later and he looked like a Pro Bowler most of the time. So if you contemplate for a moment that Jimmy G, with his skill level, is going to fail under Kyle Shanahan.
Oh, I'm not contemplating. I said I think he's gonna do well this year, but he has to prove it to us.
Well, probably, but I mean, I doubt very seriously whether there's going to be an issue with that. I'll stake my painful reputation on that.
I don't doubt that either. I don't doubt that either, but he's got to. Otherwise,
every quarterback. You can pay that much money, you got to anyway. Mm-hmm. Russell Wilson's under bigger pressure than anybody. 30, how much?
Yeah, he's only got 1 Super Bowl.
And he's got 1 wide receiver, and he's a rookie. Who else? And he's got a running gap back.
But I don't think they're going to be paying Jared Goff that much money if they don't like him this coming season. I mean, he's crap under pressure.
Yeah.
So don't expect. I don't think he'll.
I'm waiting for the Cowboys to play Dak Prescott. This I'm pulling for because I love to watch the Cowboys do stupid things. Hey, always as a pleasure, man.
Yeah.
We got to go, though.
All right, let me get my shout out to the way. Shout out to Jersey Joe. Hello.
You guys, man. God.
Shout out to Dre, Will, Trey and Trez, my honorary brothers, and the whole TNT family and the Nighthawk fan club. All right. You guys have a good night.
You too, Phil. Oh, God. Anyway, let us now. Oh, and speaking of which, let us go to Nighthawk.
What's up, Rambo? What's going on?
Hawk, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm in here trying to defend my boy, Jimmy Ward. I'm failing miserably.
Yeah, but you know what? Jimmy, I'm against him, too.
I know. Everybody is, except me and his mom. My God. Mm-hmm. Nick Bosa.
I mean, we give him a chance, but see, with Bosa, everybody said Bosa was going to be. He got injured that fast.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's not serious, Nighthawk. That's the thing. We need to temper these really hardcore criticisms when it's just a tweak. It's not serious. A lot of the first rounders got in the same situation, so it's no big deal. It wasn't like he ended his knees or anything like that. Oh, a level 1 strain, so it'll get well soon.
Yeah, but Jimmy Ward, man, I give it a big show and everybody. I think, Jimmy, he got to go.
You guys, I'm telling you, show, be careful now. You got to stay with me on this. Before this season's over of 2019, Jimmy Ward is going to make a statement. And it's going to be loud and clear for me to be yelling and hollering that Jimmy Ward came in and contributed, big time.
Yeah, but I'm just telling you how, I'm looking at what he's doing. He didn't do nothing so far.
Well, yeah, I can't argue. But Jimmy is going to be fine as a safety with this group. They got a good defensive front. He's working by 2 Pro Bowl corners. He'll be fine. I got a feeling it's going to be it. This is the J-Dub year.
I gotta see.
I know. I agree. Yeah, ain't no problem in that. I can't argue with that. You deserve to be able to see.
But with CJ, the reason why I like CJ too, because CJ, he's tough.
Boy, that's, if nothing else, he's tough. I've never seen a man get beat that hard and continue to get up. Whew, man.
I think he needs more practice. He'll be coming. All he needs is help.
Yeah. Well, he needs to learn to get rid of the ball. And if nothing else, before they come to kill you, throw the ball away. If they kill you now, you can get a flag at least. You know?
You know what? I think he should be a running back. He can get hit.
Look. Coming in for the 49ers and running back, it looks like C.J. Beathard. What number is that on the jersey? No. That is C.J. Beathard.
No, he could be receiver. He can take a hit good.
Hey, you're right. C.J.'s tall enough to be a wide receiver. And hitting him don't bother him. C.J. doesn't look that big.
He gets up right back.
Yeah,
if the quarterback don't walk out, he can be a receiver.
No, he is a tough guy, though. I give it to C.J. The boy is tough. He got hurt a couple of times, but nothing serious. And when Nick Mullins took over,
he got hit I think he got hit real bad, but he still got up. He got hit somewhere.
Well, against the Hawks that year when Jimmy G came in, they had him stretched out there, but he probably still could have came back in the game had it been too long. He probably could have came back after the bye week.
Yeah, but he just got back up like nothing happened.
You know, Nighthawk, though, you need to be able to you got to throw the ball, and also you got to get some yards. Keep getting killed is not actually helping the team none.
Yeah, but I know I'm just saying that he got the skills, but he don't have the bat. He don't have good timing.
Yeah, he's got to process faster too. CJ, read the field, make a decision, go for it. CJ goes through his reads like seemingly twice, and sometimes he misses his reads, and he goes to the next read, and it just doesn't. You can see him going through as you look through the field, how he missed that one because it was taking him too long to react. So I don't know.
And sometimes his ball get intercepted.
Yeah, or batted down. CJ got more passes batted down. Boy, what team was that we played? They batted down every other pass. Man. Anyway, we'll see what he looks like this year. CJ may have made some strides. He may be looking better this year. Kyle seems to think he's going to be better. He's told everybody that CJ is not out of the competition for backup quarterback. So maybe there's something going on with CJ we don't know about. We'll see. Talk. Nighthawk, wait. Nope. Did Nighthawk pass out on me? Nighthawk. His phone must have went out. Nighthawk, can you hear me? I'll be giving a shout out. We ran out of time anyway. Niners from a man to Hawk. Oh, man. Well, let me go back over here and see what's going on here. Salvador. Sal, I seen that message earlier. Salvador Babisca throwing the stuff on Ronbo, man. He says, you made us wait 2 days to give you your medicine. And I knew while I was doing that, I was going to be taking that. People think I'm ducking. Jay Anderson, Niners for life. Kenny Powers, as I heard today, both will be back sooner rather than later. Let's wait and see. Yeah, it's not serious, you know. And J.C. Merrick says, his Ronbo is basically part of the team now. For me, I rely on this. It's basically part of the team now for me. Well, J.C. Merrick, I think that there's a positive in there. I'm not surely fully in that, but anyway. Gibson says, what's up, chat? Gibson, what's up? Linwood, help!
I'm here, Ronbo. I'm here, Ronbo. I was throwing out the lifeline.
Man, they're whipping
throwing
me
out the lifeline.
Thanks, man. Oh, no, hey, Linwood, man, is this a lifesaver? It's a piece of candy. I can't get up to the boat like this. Linwood, you ever get a chance, go through and look at some Groucho Marx clips. I even as a kid, I laughed until I couldn't stop laughing the first time I saw that. Groucho was like, there's a guy overboard. Help! I think it was one of his brothers. Help! Help! Somebody! A lifesaver! Marx pulls out a roll of lifesavers and start throwing out one at a time. I tell you, man, I think I was 6 or 7 years old. I couldn't stop laughing, man. Dude is drowning and they threw him some candy.
Yeah, you know, Ronbo. yeah. Through the generations, everything's changed. Everything changes through generations. I mean, I'll give you an example. I'll give you a prime example. Jackie Gleason. Right? Everybody loved Jackie Gleason back in the day, right?
Yeah.
So Jackie Gleason today, he'd be sitting there going, back in my day, tranny troubles was car troubles. If you blow a tranny, it has something to do with your car.
You know what,
Not
though?
anymore. You blow a tranny these days, and, well, people are going to be questioning you.
It's, and now it's like Jackie Gleason's latest role, Buford T. Justice, is like driving up on everybody who supports Jimmy Ward. Boy, do you know how fast you was going?
Jimmy Gleason right now, or Jimmy Ward.
Yeah.
Remind me when I get back home to smack your mama, because you ain't come from my loins.
You know what? I got to tell you right now.
Oh, my God.
This is why I got a feeling Jimmy is listening to all he's getting a lot of hate. I seen him on Twitter, and he's sort of cool about it all. He did respond to a couple of people. He didn't say anything. Jimmy likes to leave eyeballs and things like that to let you know that he sees you when you're making tweets about him. Jimmy kills me doing that. But I think he gets inspired by this. He shouldn't have been out there diving for balls with no pads on. I don't know what possessed him to think that he should be doing that. But when he gets back,
that tells you everything, Ronbo. That tells you everything.
Well, no, yeah, but it tells you he hustles. He forgets.
Yeah, well, I'll say this. He can be a good player. He's talented.
Yeah.
But apparently, he wasn't raised on milk, and he was raised on Similac back in the day. And his bones.
Soy milk.
Yeah. So, you ever heard that movie with Samuel Jackson and Bruce Willis, Unbreakable?
Oh, yeah.
He was a byproduct. He was a byproduct of Samuel Jackson, Mr. Glass. That's his great-grandson, Mr. Glass.
That's already all over Twitter, man. People got Samuel all over the place when they're playing that role, man. Jimmy's uncle. Well, you know what? That's fine.
That's honestly that he's talented. He's super talented, but he has never, ever, ever, ever stayed healthy.
Yeah.
And that was my biggest. He was talented as fuck. That was my biggest complaint with Bosa.
Mm-hmm. The talented, but can't say.
So I'm not going to open that can of worms.
Yeah.
I'm not going to open that can of worms tonight. But that was. But
listen,
that was my biggest.
He's not the only one though. Linwood
Bosa was
hurt, but look at the rest of those guys too. I don't think Williams ever got hurt. All right, and while he's at Bama, Josh Allen, when did he get hurt over at Kentucky? I mean, Cleveland Farrell played every game when he was over. This is not about these guys. It's football. But everybody can get hurt. Nobody gets a pass. Ain't nobody injury-proof.
No, there's no such thing. Yeah. No such thing. It can happen on a whim. Hell, it can even happen off the field on a whim. Yeah. There's no guarantees. But you try to look at the film and all the hard games and how hard they fought and this, that, and then who's least likely It's an educated guess at the most.
Yeah.
Who's less likely to be most healthy at the end of the day? Yeah. That's all you have to do. So, as you said, Allen, well, that was my boy.
You know,
been hurt yet?
But if you try to make estimations on who's going to get hurt, you're never going to win with that. You're never going to win.
But you can't. But you try to make educated guesses. You're getting paid millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. Well, this guy projects as he could be great if he can stay healthy. The key thing was there, if he can stay healthy. Yeah. All right, well, we'll take a gamble on him. That's what you did. Rolling the dice is the first round draft. You took a gamble.
He can play.
Just like Vegas does. Boom.
You know, you don't pay a guy that can't play $5 million. That's why, if he stays healthy, we got a good safety.
Well, I'm not worried about him. We're moving on for him. I'm talking about the other pitcher now. I'm more concerned about Bosa than Ward.
Oh, but Nick will be fine.
I like our backups. Yeah. I like our backups behind Jimmy Ward. I'm not concerned about our safeties.
Right.
I like our front line. I like our defense as a whole. I'm not concerned about Jimmy Ward. I'm just praying to God that everybody can call back in here and say, hey, MCF Niner, you were wrong about Bosa. I'm praying that happens because I want that dude to be a Pro Bowler. I want him to go in there and snap legs and break necks. That's what I want to do as a 49er.
I can't wait to see him rushing through there, and people can't touch him. See, that's what I liked about his brother. Joey looks like there wasn't nobody trying to block him. When really Joey was maneuvering around them dudes, and Nick, not only can Nick do that, but Nick's got these hand techniques to get you up off of him and get your quarterback. I can't wait to see that boy in action.
Absolutely. So I can't wait either. I was like, all right. He missed a lot of game time. Hamstring, yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Hamstring, yep. He was out for a long time, and now he's like trying to really prove himself, and he's like jumping the gun. And, I can do this.
Don't get excited. So, just stay calm out there, man. And work out a little longer, and they should bring him along. Coach staff should know he hasn't played any ball. Bring him along slow, guys. Come on. Don't be stupid out there.
Exactly. So I think he'll be fine. Bring him in slowly, and then he's going to be up there with a lot of great talent too.
Yeah,
so
that's the best thing about it.
I'm not worried about him in the secondary, and we got Street in there. I'm excited about watching Street. I really want to see Street. I want to see all these players in a defense.
And you will, too, because they're going to get a tryout all preseason. It's going to be fun to watch. Let me see them all in, Wood. Man, I'm telling you right now.
Yes, sir, Ronbo.
That's on Monday.
And I'm going to put another thought process out there. I am scared for what's going on. Sleeper team. Our first game.
Tampa Bay
Bucks.
Yeah, I know.
Bruce Arians.
Tough. Scary
spanked their ass for years. He's an offensive-minded guru. They had a great offense.
I know.
If you look at what he did for their defense this year, they brought in Devin White, linebacker, first-round pick. They brought in Sean Murphy, defensive back, 6-footer, second-round pick. They brought in another defensive back, Auburn, 6'1". And then they brought in a safety from Kentucky, Mike Edwards, who was a third-round pick. Then they brought in another defensive end. It was all defense.
Yeah, there he goes. There he goes, building that defense.
And now they just brought in the Dominic Sue. And I'm like, oh, they're building for us. They're waiting for us.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
But remember one thing, Linwood. One thing that's inevitable: death, taxes, and Kyle Shanahan's offensive system. If they do it right, there's nothing the Bucs can do to stop him.
Well, I know. I'm not concerned about Jimmy G and Kyle Shanahan. But I am worried about everybody saying, oh, Jimmy G's sailing the balls. And he's looking at Kyle Shanahan and says, Kyle, can you stop drafting all your players from fucking Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory and give me Oompa Loompas? Give me someone over 5'10".
He got Deebo.
Give me somebody over 5'10".
He got Ford.
I'm just throwing the people at least 6'2".
Yeah, no, but one thing you guys we all got to remember: Kyle does not care how tall he is. He wants to know if you can run routes and get separation.
I was making a joke, Ronbo. I know how talented them players are. Deebo Samuel, how physically is this, that, and Hurd. He's learning on side. He's been brought in slowly.
Hurd's big, and remember we got Jordan Matthews that's looking good if you want some size too. So, all right.
Yeah, well, yeah, and he's red zone too. But we got a powerhouse offense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not concerned.
Caden Smith's got height, and you also got George Kittle.
Oh yeah, I'm
all
not concerned. I was just making it funny.
Well,
I am not
bring me some
concerned
more
about
funnies
our
tomorrow.
offense.
We gotta run one before we run. It's getting late. We'll see you tomorrow, huh?
Night, Rambo. Hit those
Night,
likes, fam. Hit those likes. Niner Empire.
And Niner for life.
Niner Nation.
Then what? What are you talking about, Niner Nation? He was kidding. You notice we don't have we haven't Razor, the enforcer, haven't seen him drive in on anybody in a long time. Usually that does it for Razor. As soon as he hears the word nation. It looks like boom. Joey Mahoney, yeah, dum de Dubai. Ooh, yeah, Joey Mahoney. Hey, Joey, man, come on in here, man. Everybody's giving me a whooping tonight about Ward. Go ahead. I'm here to get beat.
I think I might surprise you, Ronbo. I ain't a part of that. I'm gonna make a prediction right now, Ronbo.
Oh!
I'm gonna make a prediction right now, Ronbo.
All right.
It's gonna blow up your chat.
Oh!
You ready?
Yes.
Jimmy Ward is gonna have 5 interceptions this year. And the Pro Bowl. I don't care what that one says. Jimmy Ward
yes.
is gonna come back playing again, baby.
Hey, and Bosa's only gotten a little bit of flack tonight, but is Nick going to be okay?
Oh, he'll be fine.
I'm telling you, man.
I ain't worried about him.
It's over 100 days left before the season starts. I think this season's going to be fine. We're not having any setbacks now, and they'll be out of the way before the season starts. It's got to be a good luck omen, actually. They're not serious injuries, but they're just enough to get guys off the field. So we'll see.
I'm getting killed in the Night Out fan club, man.
No,
They're killing me. They killing me, man.
Take one for the team, Joey. Do it!
Jimmy Ward, baby. J-Dub Club. All right.
Yes, with the dub, yo.
Hey, Ronbo.
Yeah.
I want you to write that down, though. I want you on record saying that I'm predicting that. You know what I mean?
You said 5 INTs and what else?
5
Pro Bowl.
INTs and he's making the Pro Bowl.
There you go.
That's my prediction.
Boy, Tub would be so excited.
I don't care what Tran says.
You know, and Big Show, all of them. But they came in and swooped down on a man. And just, I felt like what do eagles like to eat? I felt like a rat in tall grass being plucked from my home and dragged up into the sky, dropped into a nest where they just fed on me like a piece of meat. I don't know how I came up with that. It was terrible.
Hey, what homeboy said earlier, he said, man, Jimmy Ward don't have a woman to cry on his shoulder because he's got cracked, his shoulder's cracked. Oh, man.
Hey, Daryl was out of control, man. He had about 14 different things he just beat up on J-Dub. My God, that was terrible. Whoa. It was funny, though. All right, there it is. It's on record. Man. Joey has just made a prediction as Jimmy not only will he survive the season, but he's going to have a Pro Bowl season. I back it up.
Hey. And I want to add one more thing to that list. He's going to play all 16 games, too.
Oh! Oh! I'm looking forward to the season already just for that reason. Every week that goes by, Joey, I'm saying things like, that's week 8 for the J-Dub Club. Those who did not believe, soon you will be made to believe. And then there'll be that guy that says, Ronbo, it's 8. This is week 8. We're in the middle of the season, and you in there honking your horn? Are you serious? I already see it coming, you know what I'm saying? It's okay.
Yeah.
We'll make it.
Oh, I see a pick six come week 1 for Jimmy Ward.
Ooh. And
First, hey, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Hey, Ronbo. Hey, I feel so good right now. I want to make another question.
Go ahead. I'm enjoying them.
Jimmy Ward's going to have the first touchdown for the Niners next season.
Oh! I love it. It's a pick six. Jameis Winston throws that ball up for grabs. Jimmy Ward was right there to take it. He was at the 30-yard line. They're not going to catch him. That's a touchdown. And Joey was right. These are the announcers.
I love it.
Jimmy Ward scores the first points for the 49ers. Woo!
Right.
Man, that would make my year.
I can't wait. I can't wait to prove everyone on this chat wrong, dude. I can't wait. You're going to prove everyone wrong. Why?
I'm telling you, you got to believe. You got to believe in some things. And if nothing else, it adds to the fun of the season, right? Because I already know Jimmy G's going to have a fabulous year this year. He's got too many guys around him. He's got Kyle Shanahan in his ear. And Dub has been hearing it from social media because I've witnessed it. Dub gets it, and Dub gets so mad sometimes he comes in and checks people out. Because I put up threads and people came in and Dub came in and checked him out. I just couldn't stop laughing. But that goes to show he pays attention to what's being said about him. You know? It's inspiring.
Yeah.
We'll get it.
Yeah. Hey, Big Show said in the chat right now, I'm reading a message. He says, who wants to make reservations for Jimmy Ward in the hospital? It ain't happening, Big Show. It ain't happening.
Oh.
You gotta make it.
In fact, if you do check in the hospital, the Stanford Medical Center, ask for room 20, if that's Jimmy's permanent room, and that would be fun. Stop with Jimmy in the hospital. Anyway,
he's gonna be in the hospital.
Nah, he's gonna be fine this year. Joey, man, tell you, he's gonna have a great year. Well, Joey, man, I'm telling you, Joey, let me see you tomorrow, man, and we can have more fun with Jay Dub. Here you go. Appreciate you too, Joey, man. I needed that support, man. I've been getting killed in there.
I'm gonna be a support all season, Ronbo.
Thanks,
Joey. Give him a message on Instagram. Hey, man. I believe in that guy, man. He's gonna do good for us this year. I believe it.
There you go, boy. Thanks, Joey, man. I felt like Rocky Balboa, man, with Apollo Creed just working him, man. I couldn't even peek out, you know.
Go, Red Run! Hey, Ronbo.
Yo.
Before I get out of here, hey, Big Show says that he loves Kendrick Bourne.
No, he did. Did he? Oh!
No,
put that down.
He did it, but I just said that.
He's been getting rid of Kendrick Bourne for 2 years. And give me my clothes, Show. I got clothes coming from you. I got a Kendrick Bourne jersey, which Show says they don't even make that jersey, Ronbo. Dang it. You can have it custom made. All right, Joey. See you tomorrow, fam.
All right, Ronbo. You have a good night.
You too.
See you tomorrow, buddy.
Thanks. Night. Oh, God. I do have a tendency to fall behind the underdog, but I've always been like that, you know? I do love to see the underdog succeed. Jimmy Ward, Kendrick Bourne, Eric Armstead. Who else do I love out there, man? I gotta see him do well. Solomon T. I put him on my package too. Akello Witherspoon. These guys are gonna come out next year and kick some ass. Why? It's time. Miguel Cuevas! I just came in and hit the like button. Hey, thanks, Miguel. Hey, Ron Jeremy, Jimmy Ward is a baller! Yes! Wild Bill. Because I'm looking forward to seeing AC and T. Moore get some snaps. I'm sure they will. Because, it's a rough game. We're going to have to rotate players in order to keep them healthy anyway. Yosef El Bebe was popping, Robo. That 1980 Cadillac is almost full. We dip into the playoffs. Let's get it. Goddamn. big wings in the back of that hog rolling down the hole, man. I mean, that's the hardest, smoothest riding road on the highway. Why? Because it weighs 5,000 pounds. It's got an engine that you can drive an airplane with. Hey, Barry E. Howard has got my Jerry Rice jersey 2 days ago. Looks nice. Get that 8-0. Yeah. Wilson Gears says, what do I do with my Jimmy Ward jersey now? Everybody's got good humor tonight about Jimmy G, but some of these jokes are fantastic. And actually, Jason, all right. Oh, it's going to be so hard to separate those names. I'm going to just call him Dub from now on. The J-Dub jokes. Because, man, Jason still gets surprised tonight for having just tore Jimmy apart. I mean, Dub was just gotten killed from beginning to end of that particular conversation. My God. And some brilliant comedy, I must say. I didn't appreciate it, but it was funny. Slick 68. He says, Jimmy gonna come back in training camp and gonna get hurt that same day, right? Oh, please, God. Fam, can I get you to do me a favor? Can I get you to put Jimmy G in your prayers? All right, I know you don't like him and you want him gone and everything, but just pray for Jimmy. Just, I'm starting to think the Lord don't like him. But just talk to the Lord for me, man. I'm going to talk to him, man. Come on, now. Fam, please don't leave without hitting that like. I love me some like. And I'll see tomorrow, and I will not be ducking and dodging as you thought I was before. I never was doing that. I just had some complications I couldn't overcome. And with that said, Kenny, I said, wait. Let me see what Kenny says. It's kind of scary. Once a collarbone breaks, they are very easily broken. Actually, Tony Romo will testify to that. But remember, as Dre said, it wasn't completely snapped, so he'll be fine. It was fractured. I'll see you tomorrow, fam. J-Dub.